Okay, so don't tell me about the tea. Screenshot the tea, send the tea to my DMs on Instagram at Consciouztv, spelled how it is here, or email me at consciouztv@gmail. Okay, screenshot, drop into my DM street committee. Thank you. Tea Talk. Check your Insta, boo, and it's tea being dropped, y'all. So it's stuff coming in real time. So I'm just organizing everything because I want to be able to present this stuff to y'all. It's a lot going on, girl. But Tea Talk, if you can hear me, love, respond to my DM about what you just sent me, and to the other Conscious crew member who said that something is under a blog. Screenshot it and send it to me because I haven't received it yet. If you have done so, I don't see anything yet in my DMs. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let me see. Yeah, send me the comment that yes, it's a lot going on. Let me get this together. Y'all continue to thumbs up and share the live stream out. Okay. What's going on, Conscious Crew? Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. So sorry for that lengthy intro. I was getting some intel in real time, all right? So I had to email stuff over, screenshot shit over, resend it to myself so I can upload it here to my whole situation right here so we can review some of the stuff that was just sent to me. It's going to be a lot going on in this live stream. Just going to let you know. So hope you guys are ready. Please make sure to thumbs up this video. You guys know that thumbing up helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, thumbing up triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you thumbs up a video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious Crew member and telling them to get their arses into the sanctuary. Also, please make sure that you are subscribed, and welcome to all of the new subbies, girl. We have gotten like a little 300, 400 something boost in the last 48 hours, and we've gotten a follow by Claudia Jordan, and oh girl, it's a lot. It's a lot going on, girl. The kingdom is kingdoming, girl. All right. So we're going to get into all of that. Also, please make sure that you have your notification bell set to all, because you don't want to miss a notification from the platform, because we're going to be going live after this, more than likely, to get into the TD Jakes, P. Diddy, Cassie situation. It's a lot that's about to go down, and right now I have had certain information allocated to me, but I have had to sign in blood to shut up about certain things, but we're going to talk nonetheless. And as things happen, girl, we're going to be happening alongside the happening, all right? But when I told you guys in the previous live stream that Olympus is falling, Olympus is falling, Olympus is falling, baby, all right? But we get into all of that. Also, before we get started, go ahead and share the stream out to wherever you have digital community at, whether that is your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your Facebook, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whores know the real out live and in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Okay.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, what's going on, you guys? So, there's a lot going on. And Ray just kind of touched on it. No, Deborah just touched on it and said there's even a lot going on with the Epstein contact list. Yeah, so, you know, we have conscious crew members in very, very high places. Just like there's wickedness sitting in the highest places in the land, there's righteous people sitting in the highest part of the land. I know who's on that list because I've seen it for myself. Now, we got a lot to get into it, girl. Are y'all ready to get into it? Before we get started, let me go ahead and shout out my old nasty piece of cash afterwards, girl, because I didn't get an opportunity to really shout you guys out the other day when we were live. So I want to shout out my baby mother, Tanya. Shout out to you, baby mother, my baby mother, Joyce, and Star, Corey, and my baby mother, Sin, and Monica. Thank you guys so much. Consciously, before you start, do you need your lawyer and security on Sam? I'm feeling you're going to talk some real shit today. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on, but I'm good. Especially on them lawyers. My lawyers are a Jew. They going to chew up all the charges. Shout out to Cardi B, all right? But thank you for actually mentioning that, because I want to start off and say that obviously all commentary, as listed in the description, as well as in my banner here, is alleged, speculative, unless stated otherwise. All things are opinion and word on the curb until stated otherwise. And so Miss Tyler, Miss Robert, Miss Lee Daniels, Miss Diddy, Miss TD Jakes, girl, like I've been telling y'all in the previous commentaries, find y'all another bussy to play with, girl. Okay, because if y'all think I'm gonna let y'all have any of my assets and coins, girl, I'm gonna pull a Star Marie faster than this bitch. I already got the Mexican green card, girl. I got my dual citizenship lined up. I got my passport, girl, and I got the Uber on standby, girl, to hit the Mexican border, bitch. Okay. So Marie told us, girl, how to get through swiftly and very professionally, girl, when it's lawsuit time, all right? So don't even waste your time. Don't even try my life, girl, okay? The African passport on standby too, there with that part, all right? Now, I don't want to waste y'all time because we already got enough to get into here. This is going to kind of be another deep dive, okay? I do want to preference this commentary. You guys know that ever since Christian Keys came out with his explosive allegations that we have done what we always do over here as a collective, we have been very critical in our analyzations, okay? This is something that we tend to do when we're lacking a lot of objectivity and we're lacking facts. So what we do is we get critical, we explore all of the thoughts, all of the conspiracies around the situation, and we see who comes out on top in terms of who has the best perspective, okay? So oftentimes we will look at things through the initial narrator's eyes. In this case, that was through the lens of Christian Keys. We all know that sexual abuse, sexual harassment, sexual exploitation, that all those things are a reality for both men and women in the business, period, all right? Then you guys know there were a sector of consumers who was not convinced that Christian Keys was of pure intention, that he more than likely had threw that ass around in a circle 1 or 2 or 14 times possibly. And that's also reasonable too. We do know that people sell their soul. We do know that people compromise themselves for luxury, for materiality. People fuck their way to the top. People pluck and suck and peg and flip and dip and, you know, put a price on it, honey. Okay, if it means getting what they want. We know that's a reality too. So, you know, in being fair, we also explored the attitude of that sector as well, because all these things are real. The reality is we are not in Christian Key's shoes. We didn't live it. We're not there. We don't even have all of the facts. We don't have no facts, actually. We do have allegations. We have claims, and we have Easter eggs, all right? So in, you know, being a fair platform that welcomes full dialogue from both the left and right and middle side, we do all of that here. Well, today's commentary is going to be a mixture of everything, but we're going to explore the metaphysical and spiritual side of this situation, because I've yet to talk about or hear anybody speak about this aspect of what's playing out as well. But this is where I come in at, because this is the job that only CTV can motherfucking do. All right. So I'm going to bring you guys up to speed, and then we're going to get into, you know, what's been happening since 48 hours ago. Now, what transpired 48 hours ago, more so 24 hours ago, was Miss Claudia Jordan. Shout out to her. Love her down boots. Miss Claudia Jordan came through on her YouTube page and left a comment underneath my video, which then led to a DM and then led to a follow on Instagram. So shout out to TGIF. Shout out to Fox Soul. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the Fox Soul TGIF brand. I love the funky Claudia Al dynamic. I think they have a great thing going. You guys also know we've covered various subjects they have given commentary to, and that I have both given everybody their roses, and at times we've had to drag accordingly, and also, you know, chin check everybody, you know. So everybody on TGIF has been chin checked respectfully, okay? But we love them all down boots at the same time. But Claudia came through. And you guys also know I got a shout out as well last year when I did a deep dive on the Nosy Ho Nicki Minaj lawsuit as well. So, you know, You guys know I'm a little bit on everybody's radar, girl. You guys know that Jason Lee just apologized to me on Sherelle's World platform. Shout out to my girl Sherelle this year as well. Was it last year? Whenever the Tiffany Haddish, whenever Sherelle interviewed Jason Lee, girl, okay? She made sure to bow down and kiss the ring. Crenshaw unlocked. Sarah Lee, okay? Buckhead unlocked, girl. Flint unlocked. Dush unlocked, girl. Okay, had to bow down and kiss the ring of the king, girl, and had to publicly apologize to a bitch. That's something that even his disgruntled ex-mentee can't even get out of him, girl. Is full and proper recognition. All right, so you guys know a little bit of everybody fuck with the king. That's just the way it is, okay? That's why these whores be mad. So I'm going to show you guys Claudia's comments, but here's some context. You guys know we like to, do our fair share of gagging. At the end of the day, this is a mostly entertainment-based platform. We get into pop culture, all of that good jazz. So we have our fair share of fun, especially when it comes to really tough subjects. I try to throw some things in there that are kind of lighten up the mood when things get real dense and hardcore and chaotic. So, we do our fair share of, getting some laughs in. So I had jokingly stated that Claudia Jordan was a friend, a close acquaintance, and or possibly a sneaky link, a past and previous sneaky link to Christian Keys, who's a fine ass motherfucker, and Claudia Jordan is a gorgeous ass motherfucking woman. So 1 + 1 just equal 2. It wouldn't have been an L as far as I'm concerned, okay? Because if I had proximity, baby, it would be jump on the dick. However, Claudia wanted to come through, baby, because she tired of motherfuckers adding bodies to her mileage, baby. Okay? She tired of the extra mileage, baby. She only want to atone for the miles and blocks that she done actually driven. Okay? So Claudia had came through. Matter of fact, do I have her stuff up here? I could have sworn I had just seen to it. Hold on, y'all. I thought I had this queued up. I didn't. Okay, here it is. Hold on. I'm coming, girl. So she came through and clarified, okay, from her YouTube channel, all right? I shared it on the community wall as well, because you guys know I have no mind dispelling, demystifying any misinformation. This is a truth-seeking, truth-telling, receipt-based platform, okay? And if anybody graces us with any tea or perspective, which could be Christian Keys himself or Claudia or anybody, we have no problem, inserting their side into this as well, because it's fair that people get to speak to their own truth as well. I'm not one of those people who believe that celebrities should not have the opportunity to correct narratives about them. That's their right. If you're speaking about somebody, they have the right to, in fact, speak the fuck back. And if they're gracious enough to do that in a civilized way, you really can't ask for more. So Claudia came through, and you guys can't see. Let me see if I can stretch this out. Okay, there it is. Okay, so you guys see, Claudia came through and said, no, I have never slept with Christian Keys, nor has he ever been my sneaky link. Let's stick to the facts, sir. I hired him for my stage play White Lies, and I have been cool with him since we met on the Why Just Be Friends music video. Y'all know I hate a lie. On my name now, kids, at Consciouztv. Thanks for your time. Now, there was a bit of a conversation that ensued underneath that comment as well. I'm going to read what I said to her next. I said, I was just gagging you, Claudia, like Funky do on the show when y'all be discussing y'all sex life. In the hypothetical of y'all hooking up, he's a good-looking man, so it ain't even an L, but I'm glad you cleared it up, and I will clarify as well in my next upload, which is what I'm doing right here, right now, girl. So Claudia Jordan came through and snatched my motherfucking wig, girl, all right? She said, don't play on her goddamn top. Now, what I'm going to do is also, I don't have a screen grab here, but you can see the comment. It's under the video from the previous upload, okay? I have it pinned. She then responds to that and says, yeah, and I hate when they do that to me on the show too. Former sex abuse victim here, so it does trigger me. Thanks for being willing to clear it up. And yes, he's very handsome, but I'm out of the game. Thanks again, Conscious. Okay. I said, oh, Claudia, my apologies. Seriously, nothing but love here. I had no idea that Claudia had been a victim of SA herself, etc. So this explains why, at least in the beginning, when Funky would have this type of banter with her, that she would, kind of be defensive. It wasn't just coming from her, just not wanting to be considered a hoe, but it actually came from her having certain experiences, and that's very understandable. So I said, oh, Claudia, my apologies. Seriously, nothing but love here. A bunch of hearts. And she said, appreciate the grown exchange. It's all good. And we good, Consciouztv. So Claudia accepted my apology, and we are making it right. And we love Foxo and Claudia Jordan over here. Now, this also did lead to your girl following the king, baby. And we also, had a little chit chat in the DMs as well. So shout out to Claudia. I love me some down to earth public figures, and people who for the people, celebrities who for the culture. So shout out to Claudia for the humility, because it really means a lot. And obviously she doesn't, she didn't have to clear up anything, and she didn't have to give me even just a little ounce of clout, okay? But she did. So shout out to Claudia. Now, speaking of Claudia also did a live stream probably about an hour before I went live. And so I had checked it out as I was getting myself together. And she actually was kind of expounding upon just some of the observations that she has about the things going on in the blogs around Christian keys, etc. So we actually want to listen to a bit. We're not going to listen to the whole thing, but we're going to listen to a bit of her commentary. And we're going to just, hear what she has to say, looking at everything that's transpiring. And then we're going to go forth, girl, and get into the things, because it's a lot that has been happening. Now, I haven't seen this. Maybe I can go look for myself. I heard that Claudia also dropped an Easter egg as well, and kind of further alluded to it being Robert F. Smith, at least being one of the people. I'm not sure how true that is. I don't know if Claudia dropped it. Let me go check her story and see. Hold on. Let me check her story real quick and see. Okay. Oh, girl. Y'all be up, girl. Y'all in these stories, girl. It'd be like, damn, 24 taps, girl. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let y'all look at this with me. We're on Claudia Jordan's Instagram, looking at her story to see if we can verify. Okay. Because I don't know where she allegedly dropped this at. It might be on her Twitter. I'm not sure. But I was told that she dropped something about a billionaire and HBCU and put the side eye emoji. But once again, I had not seen that for myself, and it wasn't clarified to me where she had dropped that little hint to. But you guys already know that Claudia already done stated on Fox, on TGIF, that the people who are headlining right now as the alleged billionaires, that we are correct about that. And you guys know that Funky Dineva also corroborated that the public, that it is who everybody is saying that it is, or it is the somebodies that everybody is saying it is. Okay, so this is just Claudia enjoying her goddamn beauty, girl. Okay, these are things also that I do in my spare time, child. Okay, Claudia, we get it, girl. Okay, the wig is wigging, girl. I understand. Okay, so Claudia. Okay, so Claudia did a live stream. Let's listen to the live stream. This is courtesy of Claudia Jordan's Instagram. Let me go ahead and switch my microphone. And let's listen to a little bit of this.
Hey guys, I never go live anymore because they always just restrict me every time we talk about justice or the oppressed or, police brutality or anything that the dominant society doesn't want me to talk about. They they take my privileges away. Anyways, I want to hop on here and just chat with y'all because 2023.
Hold on. V8 says, "My Lord, you look like the devil himself. Repent. I'm going to repent after I drag you into the bowels of hell. Okay, and stick a pitchfork up your coochie for eternity. Okay." And then if you manage to shout the Lord's name real loud, I might let you up out of Hades, bitch. But until then, okay, you and that coochie and this pitchfork, bitch. And you.
Yeah, hot mess. Get it right or get left. What are you lying about today? Your mama loving you. Anyways, it's raining. I was about to go and rake the leaves in front of my house for the third time this week because I got this huge tree that just shakes so many leaves. But it just started raining, so that was my sign to stay in the house. I'm gonna cook today. What's up from the Bronx? What's up? Can you believe the last 3 months of this year showed the hell out? Let's see. First was the Will Smith thing. We're like, oh shit, what? And then a week later, Kathy gonna drop her lawsuit, and that made us, I know Will was like, woo! We were bombarded all year with Jada and Will. I'm so sick of that. Then we had the Diddy, Cassie thing. Then all these other people started coming out, bodyguards, friends. Today, there's more rumors on Twitter.
Now, mind you guys, all this stuff is happening under this retrograde, which is an ass kicker. So all this shit with Cardi, Offset, Nicki, the Billboard, Diddy, TDJ, Christian Keys, Tyler Perry, girl, all this stuff is popping off under the retrograde. I've been telling y'all from the last retrograde we had back in September, October maybe, that this last one, this end of the year one, was going to be a drama queen, girl, that she was going to shake the table, bitch. All right? So she's shaking accordingly.
What's up, Boston? Have y'all seen the news today? On Twitter? Who else they dragging into this? Yeah. I'm not gonna say that, but they say that his initials stand for taken. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, is that what the girls are saying now?
No.
Wow.
All those things ain't true. But a lot of stuff is true. I suppose, like with anything, you gotta look at things like, okay.
I believe that though. I believe that, hold on, I just saw a comment from Miss Bolden, who says Claudia Jordan claimed that Jada tried to set her up for Will. Hold on, tried to set her for Will Smith. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were saying that, because remember, now Claudia is good from dropping tea. Remember when, it was some things going on about Jada's lesbianism, girl, and Claudia said that Jada and that bald head tried her too, girl. I told y'all, girl, a bald head black woman is a fierce woman who knows who she is. She get what she wants, and she usually want everything on the table, bitch. Okay? Coochie, bussy, ping, girl. She want the intersex of it all, girl. It ain't nothing but goddamn fluid. And emboldened and entitled, girl, that a bald-headed black woman, girl, get your life, girl. Let me tell you something. I believe that those were the women, girl, who were fighting damn dinosaurs and Tyrannosaurus sexes and pterodactyls back in the prehistoric man days, girl, is bald-headed black women, girl. Okay, bitch, a bald-headed black woman has to be a spirit animal of a damn cat, of a damn feline, bitch. Okay, fight crocodiles with their damn bare hands, girl. Okay, so I believe it. Claudia have been in the industry for a while. So, I know she knows some things. Just like Jaguar Wright. Just like my boy, Jermaine Jackson, not Jermaine Jackson, girl, the pedo Jackson, the alleged son of Jermaine Jackson, girl, he spilled all type of tea, and I'm still editing our interview, girl. If you done been close up on anything, you know some things. For sure.
Jesus, I'm like, is everybody wicked? Is everybody wicked? Is everybody a mess? I used to ask my mom when I was little, right? Mom, are there more crazy people or bad people in the world than good? She said, no, there's way more good people than bad. But as I've gotten older and in my 50 years, hey, Michigan, I'm starting to think that it's the other way around. You know, I'm starting to think that when you find the good people, the honest people, the people that ain't scamming you, lying, trying to rape you and assault you and take from you and steal from you and lie on you and play friends against each other and put up a fake holy image or a fake classy image, but they're really the most wicked behind closed doors.
I want to add to that and say that we're not going to stay here long. We're going to move along because we got a lot to get into. Let me go ahead and switch my microphone over. I want to say I don't think everybody's wicked, but I can tell you from my experience being in the media space and having my own journey in the industry is there are a lot of shallow people in the industry. This is why I always encourage a lot of like famous people or industry adjacent folk. Keep your real friends. Like if you had a real life prior to your career, whatever that career is, rapper, writer, producer, director, especially anything that comes with fame and hyper visibility, keep your real friends, girl, because a lot of people in the industry are just squirrels trying to get a goddamn nut. Okay? These people trying to get a bag. These people trying to get, their careers and their priorities are more shallow based. So if you're looking for like substantive people or even substantive connections, those things will happen few far and in between. This is just not a space where you're really going to find anything real. And unfortunately, because the industry is very capitalistic, money driven, and it's all about consumerism, you're entering into a space that lacks a lot of ethics and morals as well, because the agendas are about self-gain and capitalism and having a per capital. So like it's almost like the same equivalent of like trying to find a husband in a club. You ain't gonna find a lot of soul in the industry. Trust me, it's heartbroken me too. All right, back to Claudia. But there are a lot of real people in the world, and once again, it keep your real friend.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just like getting to the point where now more than ever. What's up, Aldrin? Hold on to your good people. Yes.
Okay. So see, y'all are opening up conversation. Divine says it's hard to keep your real friends because a lot of them get jealous the bigger you get. So you have to leave them behind. Okay, let me get some commentary on that. Because as somebody who has both been the friend or the fan or the relative in that situation and has both been the person with the clout in this situation, because I've been in both shoes, I can tell you something that oftentimes happens to slimming. A lot of successful people, unfortunately, also forget where they come from. And a lot of successful people don't talk about that part of it, how they gaslight their loved ones and they gaslight their circles and they gaslight the community that held them together when they needed those payday loans and they needed shelter and they needed a couch to stay on and then they get full of themselves, and then they think, you know, they're giving everybody their ass to kiss, and they're now trading out the people who really, really fuck with them for the people who only fucking with them because of what they now have. So yes, there are people who get jealous. There are people who get entitled. There are people who do all of that. But a lot of times too, people who level up typically don't bring their community with them. And this is what leads to a lot of the heartbreak and betrayal and a lot of the distress, you know, that people are left in. And as somebody who has had wealthy relatives who haven't done anything from the family, people that you grew up with, people that you spent the night with, people who y'all struggled together, girl, y'all, the family band together and always put their resources together, and then have those people shoot off into outer space and reach the stars and never come back for you. I'm not saying it's right to spin false narratives or anything like that, but the feelings, you know, are valid. And I think there should be more conversations about that. And we all know too many people who have leveled up and forgotten where the fuck they came from, you know, and they left their people behind because their people wasn't good enough at the top, but they were damn sure good enough to be at the bottom with. They were damn sure good enough to borrow money from at the bottom, to pay your bills for you at the bottom, to make sure you had shelter and food in your belly at the bottom, to sign over apartments and cars, you know, in their name for you at the bottom with your struggling ass. And then you give motherfuckers your ass to kiss when you have everything now to pay that restitution back. You know, when you now have come into everything that you got to give back to the community that were the pillars and the anchors and the shoulders you stood on to be who the fuck you are right now. So I'm not negating that there are jealous assholes who just gonna be pressed and feel inferior because now, girl, you coined up. Because there's a reality there, but there's definitely a reality too that people don't always play fair, and they use, you know, their friends and their family to get to where they want to be, and then a bitch don't know you, girl. The dial tone is, girl, you have reached a number that has been disconnected. You know, Siri and Alexis on the other line, girl, like, bitch, your friend ain't friending, girl. Time's up. Friendship contract, family ship contract, girl, has expired. Okay, Siri, the voicemail on the other end, girl, is giving find you somebody else to call, bitch. Thank you for your services. Okay, so it'd be a lot. So speaking to all the people who made it, don't act like a bitch or an asshole once you made it. Like show people that you appreciate what the fuck they've done. You know, pay people for their work. You know, fair is fair. Okay, and if you can't do that, don't be mad when a bitch in their feelings. You know, a bitch ain't gotta lie, a bitch ain't gotta hurt you, but a motherfucker is entitled to their feelings. Period. All right.
50. Was Christian Keys talking about TD Jakes? Not to me. He's never mentioned him to me. Never mentioned him. Not that I know everything that he knows. I'm not his bestie. We're just cool. No. New Bedford, Mass. What's up, Robin? Money and power is very attractive, right? I have no power. Maybe a little power at Foxhole at one point, but I don't really have power. Money, I have a decent life. You see the artwork. Actually, that's a TV that you can change that. But I do okay. I could be probably a million times more powerful had I have said yes to some things in this business that I said no to. That if I hadn't tried to get out of rooms that people locked doors in and said, let's discuss. But like I tell people, I'm too lazy to be a hoe. It's really, that's a joke I tell, but I'm really, my mom, she kind of set me up for not for failure in life. Like,
why y'all so hard on Claudia? Why are y'all calling her a clout chaser? Like, what Claudia supposed to do? Like, sit on the sidelines and not she's not supposed to cooperate? Why y'all calling her a clouter? Because to be honest, girl, me and Claudia are the same type of friend, bitch. I be right there. Mm-hmm. Right there, baby. 10 toes in. Mm-hmm. Right there, girl. With the loyalty and the cooperation of it all. Mm-hmm. Be right there. Girl, I wish a motherfucking so-called friend would leave me dangling. Bitch. Okay? We in this dizzle together. What's going on, Andre? Hey, boo. Okay, so y'all saying she a colorist and all that. I don't know nothing about all that. Okay, I can't speak to none of that.
On her work hard. I have no fear of working hard. So I was never gonna take those shortcuts. But there's people that do. They ain't in my circle like that. Would you consider producing an LBGT talk show with Love to partner? Send me a DM or an email, Claudia Jordan 7 AOL.com. Oh yeah, my hair crown, my hair, I like it.
Okay, so that's a little bit of that, girl. We got to move forward. So Claudia was just cooperating, girl. That it's a bunch of fucked up ass people in the industry. I don't know if she said it in the part that I played, but she goes into some situations where she done been hoodwinked and bamboozled by directors. She also had a good girlfriend. Hold on, let me step up to my microphone. How you doing? She also had a close girlfriend who was allegedly drugged by a director. She also talks about the very like sleazy tactics that people in power in the industry will use, especially in the context of like being a woman. And she gave examples like, you may audition for a role and a director, a producer, etc. will then conveniently ask you out to dinner to go over things. Okay. Now, everybody knows that this is inappropriate protocol. Business are to be handled in the spaces in which business takes place. And sitting down with you around a candlelit dinner, bitch, is not a business meeting, girl. Okay? Come into your personal high rise where the lights are dimmed and your wife is not in sight and there's no security and there's no audition line. Is not a motherfucking business meeting, girl, okay? And so they will say little innuendo things like that. I have seen that happen in the industry myself. And, you know, I've been propositioned in certain ways, but you know, if a nigga fine, baby, you can make it any type of arrangement you want to, daddy. You know, if he fine, girl, and I'm available, bitch, you can make it any type of meeting you want to make it, baby. Where you want me at? Where you want me at, daddy? Where you want me at, girl? Okay, so you know, I ain't got no problem with it. If the nigga can swing, baby. All right, we grown, shit. All right, now moving along. I did a deep dive. Now we finna get into some shocking shit. Okay, I did a deep dive, and girl, I went down the rabbit hole of all motherfucking rabbit holes. Okay, it's a lot to get into, girl. It is a lot to get into. I want to speak about this too before we go any further, which is Funky Daniba's talking points around people leading with their sexuality. I don't feel like I clarified to the extent I wanted to in my previous live. So what I'm going to say briefly is when Funky Daniba said that there are people who know what the hell they're doing, he was speaking about, for example, there may be a woman who is a temp worker. She's been sent out as a temp worker to a company. She may know that the job is well worth it for her, and that if she's actually hired on, that, you know, she's going to get a great pay, etc. If this woman is on the use what I got to get what the fuck I want type of tip, she may, in fact, choose to show up at that job and put on her femininity, baby. So her rouge is rouging, her cleavage is cleavaging, her mini skirt is miniing, girl. And she may engage those conversations with the big wig girl, with the man in power girl, and do her fair share of flirting and being coy and cute and maybe even a little touchy-feely and the rubbing of the shoulders and just putting that shit on. Men do the same thing. Okay? For instance, there may be a man. Okay, so let's just do a hypothetical here. Let's say in the we're not saying this is what happened. We're just doing a hypothetical to illustrate a thing. Let's say, for instance, right, that Christian Keys was leading from his sexuality. What that would have looked like is making sure for one to look damn good. Because as I already stated, there's major equity on beauty and sex appeal and attractiveness in the industry. These are things that we know scientifically, girl, will amplify your opportunity, which is why people can suck and fuck their way to the top, because there's major equity on that. All right? Now, Christian Keys could have, you know, been around Tyler Perry, you know, doing what he do. Whenever, you know, he was in his dressing room, or whenever he know Tyler was coming into his dressing room to, you know, tell him something, you know, he could have made sure to be sweaty and muscle, you know, putting on his shit. Or when he had to go into the dressing room of Tyler and consult with him about a scene and get his feedback, you know, he could have walked in there with his sweatpants on, you know, and no shirt, or, you know, his shirt a little, you know, on an old nasty, super tight wife beater, dick printing, making sure he looked Tyler directly in his eye, giving him that extra grip in his hands. You know, these are all the things that people do, you know, without like doing the most, but gonna do something, bitch. And this is where the mixed signaling can come in at, okay? When you have people playing into it to a degree, okay? They may not want to go the whole nine. They may not want to, you know, actually get on their knees or be penetrated or do any penetrating, but they will put that shit on, okay? They gonna put Miss Sexy Kitten on. They're gonna put Mr. Eggplant on, baby, because they know what it gives, okay? Now, once again, I'm not saying that's what Christian did. I'm just saying when Funky Dineva said that there are people who know what the hell they doing, and that there are people who lead from their sexuality, who lead from their sex appeal. We know the women who make sure, girl, okay, who make sure to let the boys know that the coochie print is coochieing, girl, okay, that the camel's toe got mighty big humps on it, okay, who make sure to accentuate the ass and the titties and the breast, and there's men who make sure. Hold on, y'all. God damn it. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back, girl. Had to get them pussy assholes from my motherfucking property, bitch. Get from here, hoe. Okay, bitch, I heard the motherfucking monitors going off, bitch, in the front yard, bitch. Get from here, girl. I don't give a damn what you came here to do, bitch. I ain't interested. I'm working. All right? Okay, hold on. Let me tell y'all, baby, I live in a goddamn country, girl, in Alabama, and I got sensors and surveillances all around my motherfucking property, bitch. If I didn't invite you over here, girl, you're getting cussed the fuck out. If I don't know who the fuck you is, if you ain't seen me your formal invitation, girl, okay, I'm so sorry if you a G-Ho witnesses, girl, because I just gave all the devil to them G-Ho witnesses, girl. Baby, I just shook their life, girl. They probably won't ever evangelize in the name of Jesus ever again, girl. I just don't play about no random ass motherfucker up on my shit. Okay, girl? I had to grab the Glock, girl. What's tea, honey? Okay? Does it look like it needs Jesus? Anyway, girl. So, Funky Uneven was just saying that there is equity, okay, on sex appeal, and it's true. There just is equity, all right? Now, let's move it along. So, after yesterday, Christian Keys had put up a post on his Instagram, okay? And this is what he said, because he's been doing a lot. He's been doing everything but clearing Tyler Perry's name, girl, okay? Hold on. Let me get rid of. All right, boom. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so this is what Christian Keys posted to his Instagram, girl. He said, this was 22 hours ago, and it was not a post clearing Tyler Perry of any accusations and charges, etc., girl. It was this. This is from an interview I did with ATL Black Star a little while back. Maybe I'll be a little easier to understand why it was difficult to speak up about it. Difficult to find the courage. These powerful people target people with traumatic childhoods and use that to bond with them and earn their trust. Then they try their attempts. Once you go through anything like I went through for years as a kid, this new trauma can almost make you shut down again. And to even in the moment you find the strength to say no to the attempt, you still may not be strong enough to speak up or brave enough. Worrying about if this person was going to take away my livelihood, worrying about how many other people are out there that weren't strong enough to say no, and they actually said yes. Is this person still doing it? Still pressuring people to walk away from their integrity and their morals for an opportunity? You pray and gather the strength to speak up, and most people are in your corner and believe you. I'm not going to respond to the ignorant or negative comments that have been made. I just pray that those people never have to experience themselves or never have any family members that go through anything this traumatic. And then they have people talking ish about them who don't even know them. Now, Christian Keys did not keep his word, girl. He been out here in these streets windmilling the fuck down, girl. Okay, so he been responding to all of the attempts. But let's listen to this interview from the Atlanta Black Star. Matter of fact, let me switch over to my microphone again, girl. Hold on.
Bat, I have a broomstick, saucepan, bottle. When the belt when it wasn't as effective as she wanted, when it didn't make us scream loud enough, she would hold another side and beat us with the belt. Big gift for us. But it was that kind of environment between 8 and 12. So by 9, I started running away. By 10, I was pretty good. By 11, I was a professional runner. I could stay on the streets for a week or two at a time. I knew how to sleep behind the bleachers in the middle school, how to sneak in and bum a bite of a friend's lunch in the cafeteria or go through the garbage. see what they did me, hit the garbage at McDonald's to eat or steal from Farmer Jack's. Came out. I got good at that too, unfortunately. I had to eat. So that's what kind of, she adopted me when I was 6. And then, but the rough years, the beating started at 8. And I just kept running away. And finally they believed me. Child Protective Services, man, they dropped the ball probably a dozen times. Neighbors complained, because she would have, as a punishment, she made me walk down the street naked in the rain at 9 years old to ask a neighbor for a magazine, a watchtower in a week, ask another Jehovah's Witness family. And like the things that this does to a kid, you know what I mean? Like it took a couple decades to build my self-esteem back and to heal from all of that. It was heavy and painful. I was so happy to get out of there. They finally believed me, pressing charges, and we're at the courthouse, and she says, if you drop the charges, I will relinquish my adoption rights and you'll never have to see me again. And I said, shit, where do I sign? And so that was it. But the other side of that is that she kept my brother with her, my blood brother. And he had been through most of the foster homes with me. But not all of them, but most of them. And he had been adopted with me. So we were split for like 10, 11 years. I didn't see him again until I was 22, 23. So, but cut back to the second adoption. It was wonderful. The family taught me love, taught me how to be a man, taught me responsibility. I had an extensive chore list, which I didn't mind because I was with the family who wanted me there. So it was amazing. I was happy to cut the grass. They should leave me, take the trash out, wash the dishes. I was just happy to be wanted. Went off to college for social work because I figured, why not? I mean, I've been in group homes, detention centers, foster homes, dealt with child abuse and neglect, and I figured I could affect some change on the other side. So, why not? Didn't quite end up using it because when I got out of college, they were paying social workers and teachers like grossly underpaid. It's probably 32, 35 a year or something. And my first job out of college, I was driving a truck at a moving company, and that was like 50, 60K a year. I'm like, I'm staying over here getting this bread. Let's speak on the first adoption. Mrs. Keys.
All right, so that's what he shared, bruh. Now, let me go ahead and switch the microphone. Shout out to 7 stars, girl K. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys subscribe to my boo. What's going on? Thank you, Deshaun. So, in this clip he shared, which was captioned, what it was captioned, this interview, he was talking about his upbringing. Now, like 7 said, I also did not know who the hell Christian Keys is. I barely know who the hell Medea is, okay? Because I did not catch the wave of the Medea phenomenon. Like, I like Medea, and the stage play, when it came out, it was cute, but, it just never stuck with me. So, I missed when Christian Keys entered the algorithm in the situation. But he was talking about being adopted and how he had a very abusive experience in foster care. You guys know I slam foster care all the time. There are so many issues with the foster care system. And unfortunately, a lot of kids taken out of their abusive homes are put into even worse situations with even more exploitive and perversive people in the foster care system. Not everybody in the foster care system is diabolical, but there are very much so systemic issues around the foster care system. It needs deep reform. And him and his brother ended up getting into custody of a foster care mother who would put him through humiliation rituals. She would beat him with the hard part of the belt, of the actual belt buckle. She would make him walk down the street in rain, butt naked. These were all things that traumatized him. He got to a point where he was desperate to do something. His social worker did not believe him about the abuse that he and his brother was experiencing. And it wasn't until like years and years later that finally he had a breakthrough and he was going to go forth and press charges against his foster care mother, and had even gotten the process started all the way up to getting a court date. And the foster care mother had pretty much gave him an ultimatum and basically told him that if he would drop the charges, that she would relinquish her custody. And that was idealistic for him. He also, at this point, because of the abuse, had became a professional runaway, as he would say. So he oftentimes survived on the streets for weeks and 2 weeks on end, etc. So him being a grown man shopping a la Dollar General and eating bologna and Spam and dollar bread, that was hardly a difficulty for him, okay? Because he had known what it was like, as a young person to eat bologna and to live off bread, and being homeless for days and weeks on end just to avoid having to go home to this diabolical big wig wearing ass bitch in the form of a foster care mother. So after that, he dropped the charges, she relinquished her custody, and then he pretty much went off to start truck driving. And this led him to almost wanting to go into social work. He actually had gotten as far as getting certified, because obviously he wanted to take his lived experience and do something good with that lived experience by working in a system where he could help other struggling young people in their biological families and in their foster care families as well. So he had also lost contact with his brother at the time in which he left the foster care mother. He left the brother behind, unfortunately. Or he was separated, I should say, because he didn't have any authority to take his brother with him. So him and his brother would later reunite in life, okay? And, they have a working relationship now. So this is Christian Key's context for struggling around really pressing the gas. Now, mind you, I have to be fair here and say that Christian Key's, unfortunately, as heart-wrenching as his story is, and as understandable of a position that he's in when it comes to these billionaires and what to do and doing the right thing, unfortunately, it was Christian Keys who went live and really gassed the public up, really had everybody salivating at the mouth, because he kept making some absolute affirmations about going to the public. About going to the authorities, going to the cops. He was given some matter of a fact statement. And a lot of people got their hopes up. A lot of people who are currently being victimized. A lot of people who have been victimized by both people in the industry and in their everyday lives. A lot of people were inspired by this. And he was given all that. He was pandering to the crowd, girl. So as much as some of the conversations around Christian Keys can arguably be considered problematic and victim shaming, there's also a crowd in the middle of both extremes. Those who are rallying absolutely behind Christian and what is only an allegation right now with Easter eggs in it, and those who are challenging the living dog shit out of him as a alleged victim. But there is a middle crowd who is appropriate for expecting him to do what he said he was going to do. And a lot of people don't understand why he has not done that yet. After he made those promises, after he decided to come forward publicly, after he decided, to give everybody in proximity to him and everybody in proximity to the industry and these billionaires hope that he was going to take what he had and use it to bring Mount Olympus down, okay? Now, Christian Keys, as you guys read in the caption, said that he was not going to get out here and be windmilling with you hoes and snatching wigs and ponytails and do-rags, grill. Well, that's what he has in fact been doing. You guys know he had visited the neighborhood talk and he was going at some supporters, you know, basically telling them to mind their fucking business and calling them out for being so invested, basically after, unfortunately, he got everybody invested. You know, none of this would be happening without his choice to go live and to do all the things that he did, you know, to get here. And I want to bring up a situation real quick. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I need my screenshot, not the video. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm bringing up my in preview window. If I can find her. What the fuck is my preview window at? Hold on, y'all. There's always so much going on. I hope I ain't exited out my shit. Hold on. Hold on, girl. I done. Oh, bitch, I was about to throw the whole live away, girl. All right. So check this out real quick. This was just sent to me while we was on live, girl. And it is a screenshot under Gossip Official, the blog site, okay? And the caption of the blog was, Christian Keys says that it would break people's hearts if he exposed the identity of his alleged harasser. Seemingly clears the name of this billionaire bigwig. Christian Keys here is seen in the Gossip's comment section saying not accurate at all. I didn't clear a goddamn thing. Okay, so it's a lot of mixed messaging going on right now because you guys know, on one hand, Christian Keys allegedly liked a tweet that seemingly absolved Tyler Perry of any wrongdoing. But then you get this here, okay, which is him stating in another blog that he has not cleared no fucking body. Now that much is clear because we know that's what in fact he has not done. And remember when we went over and analyzed this like tweet, that like tweet was jam-packed with a lot of statements. It's no telling what part of the damn tweet that Christian was actually liking. The general public just made an assumption that he was liking the part that exonerated Tyler, but the tweet went on to also say that Christian is a victim and that he, and that his victimizers pretty much owe him what they owe him. So we never knew exactly what the like was about. Okay, but here it is. He done pussy popped and backpedaled, girl, and he playing Legos with y'all, and he's saying he ain't cleared nobody. Now, just like Christian posted that clip from the Atlanta Black Star, he easily could have posted a post or went live and said, it is not Tyler Perry. Please leave this man out of y'all mouths. I respect him. I adore him. And he is not the person who has done these things to me. Easily. But to Christian's point here, he has not, in fact, cleared the motherfucking person. Now, that may be a problem for a lot of people in and of itself because there are lots of names that are being shot out there. And obviously, everybody's name who's coming up in this are not, in fact, the billionaires he's speaking about because we know that there's only a handful, and I'm talking about can count on one hand how many billionaires, black billionaires, are beloved to the culture who are on that black billionaire list. So Lee Daniels, he didn't clear his name. We know that Lee Daniels is a hundredaire. He ain't even a billionaire. His name out there. We know that TD Jakes' name is also floating around, girl. And we're going to go through the process of elimination as to why it's not TD Jakes. But I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Okay? And, there's a lot of other people that, it just don't make sense for it to be. Thank you to my baby mother. Nasty piece of Aquarius, honey, for the old nasty piece of child support check. Thank you, baby mother, for your old nasty piece of baby father child support check. Thanks for sharing Christian's childhood. Love you. Thank you so much, baby. Y'all know, how to show the king some love, baby. Hit that Cash App because we're working, girl. I be working for y'all, okay? So there's people whose names that he's not clearing, and for the people who are agitated by that, rightfully so, because why not? You made statements that have led to a lot of speculation. Claudia and Funky have corroborated that it is who the hell everybody been saying that it is. Why Christian then won't reduce that and isolate that and also corroborate that? I don't know. Is it violent of him to allow other innocent people to be slandered, under all the speculation? Sure. That can be argued. Now, when I listened to that interview, it inspired me to go down a rabbit hole, you guys. And baby, the rabbit hole got fucking deep. And this is why we're going to go another angle with this. After I listened to Black Star and his interview there, I went back to deep diving through the dark web, okay, to listen to I wanted to hear more, specifically about his relationship to Tyler Perry. So most of my morning was spent listening to a trillion fucking Christian Keys interviews, okay? I wanted to specifically listen to the most recent interviews he's done, like this past year. I was interested in what his energy would be about Tyler Perry. All right. Now, let me say this. Y'all know how we utilize our degree, our master's degree in nosology over here. Okay. We study body language, tonality, nonverbal communication. Okay, we extract information, girl, from all forms of communication. Okay, nonverbal, tonality, the whole nine. That's what we do. So upon my deep dive, I came across an article that I'm going to show you guys that led to more rabbit holing. Okay. And the picture is much clearer to me now that I have traveled through and through Alice's Wonderland. All right. And this article came from medium.com. Okay. Let me go ahead and share this out. Let me share my screen here. All right. This is from medium.com. Let's read this, girl, because everything is going to tie up so beautifully in the end. Hold on. Okay, girl. All right. Could unfulfilled contract terms be the catalyst for Christian Keys' Me Too outcry? All right, listen to this shit. Let's just get to the good part, girl. No, let's get to, okay. So this is not my normal article. However, Christian Keys' December 15th video where he leaves very, very, very large breadcrumbs that allegedly point to Tyler Perry, Robert F. Smith, and an unknown female actress allegedly sexually harassing and or assaulting him has me quite intrigued, says the writer. I am not going to rehash what the internet has done in the past few days to flush out how the breadcrumbs allegedly led to Tyler Perry and Robert F. Smith. I am, however, going to provide data points to consider why Christian Keys is coming out now with this information, okay? This writer is talking about motive. Note, I am not saying that I do not believe Christian was sexually harassed. I am not saying that he is wrong for speaking out. However, I do believe that he went about it in the wrong way with the hour-long Instagram live naming no one and threatening to go to the police, though he knowingly let the statute of limitations expire. He would have been better off with a memoir and a press tour. Here's a little bit of a background. Christian Keys is an actor mostly known in the black cinema. He began as an actor in the Tyler Perry stage play, Medea Goes to Jail. He also acted in the Tyler Perry play, What's Done in the Dark. After that play in 2007, he did not do any more Tyler Perry work until he licensed his show, All the Queen's Men, to Tyler Perry Studios in 2020. Keep that in mind. Christian conducted this interview around November the 15th. Okay, now this writer is referring to a video in an interview that she doesn't cite by name. She's just referencing the interview. This is what led me to then going and researching who the fuck they were talking about, and led me down the rabbit hole of all these damn interviews that happened over the past few months because of what just got said. Christian conducted this interview around November 15th of 2023 based on his mention of rapping 2 shows for his music career in Atlanta. This interview occurred 1 month and 1 day before his Instagram live video and 2 days before Cassie Ventura's bombshell, now settled lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs for sexual assault. Of note, in his December 15th Instagram live, Christian credits Cassie's lawsuit for opening the door for him to tell his story. The interview was just any other interview on a YouTuber's channel with only about 600 subscribers at that point. But little did the host know that his guest was about to break the internet in a month, and that his interview provides some clues to help us understand Christian's mentality regarding his decision to speak out about a particular sexual harasser. There are some key points worth highlighting which may help us understand the business dynamic right now between Christian Keys and Tyler Perry, and that may help us understand why Christian is speaking up and out now. In the interview, Christian states that All the Queen's Men is licensed to Tyler Perry Studios. Per my research, quote, if you are the owner of a piece of intellectual property and someone wants to use your intellectual property to make money, they will agree to pay you a fee in exchange for the rights to use or license it for a certain period of time. Previously, Christian mentioned pitching the show to Tyler Perry because Perry got a big deal with BET Plus, and Christian knew that he would need shows. Christian made a point to explain that he is a WGA, which is a Writer's Guild of America, and explains that contractually he has input in his show. Tyler Perry is not a member of WGA and has a history of not always honoring or respecting WGA or even SAG protocols. Pin that while I give you another data point. It is important to note that Christian was the lead writer on season 1 of his show and has not written for the show since season 1. Season 4 premieres in January, and it is not known if Christian wrote for the upcoming season. I believe Tyler Perry saw how successful the show was becoming and took the reins from Christian. Additionally, I do not believe that Tyler Perry is holding up his end of the contractual obligations per Christian's WGA membership based on some things that Christian says in the interview combined with my observation of the show. Data point number 1. Christian says that because he is a WGA, he contractually has input on the direction of the show arcs and character development. Remember, Tyler Perry has a history of not honoring WGA or SAG protocols. I do not believe that Christian agreed to so much of the RAPE that took place in season 2 and 3, especially based on his recent Me Too video and the one he did in May 2023, where he supported what Matthew Lawrence said in an interview about sexual harassment in Hollywood. Data point number 2. Christian says that there is no way his character is getting cut off of his own show. I have not watched the show since mid-season 2 because it became a bit too graphic and unbearable for me, but I'm told Christian's character was sent away. Per research, his character only appeared once in season 3, and that was in episode 4 of 10. It appears to me that Christian is publicly fighting against his character's exit. Listen to the way he says it at the 14:42-second mark, and he sensed that there has been some struggle to keep his character on the show. In the video, Christian describes the storyline for All the Queen's Men and describes how it has multiple plots, but that the main exotic part is that is not essential. It's not the essential story. He goes on to say that it could become that. He said once the show is over in 3 to 4 seasons, he can get the show back. He says, I can take it back and do what he wants. He mentions as a live musical residency in Vegas as an option. Okay. I want to pin in that grill. All right. So I was like, who the hell is this writer talking about? What interview? What interview? What the interview? So, bitch, I went and spent 4 hours this morning looking through interview, because, you know, I got to do the work for y'all, okay? Y'all just are the recipients, okay, of all my nosology, all right? This is what y'all pay me and support me to do, all right? So I'm like, who the fuck is she? What is this interview? I need to hear it for myself. So I went and started moving through the dark web, girl, to see what interviews happened over the last 3 months. And it led me to quite a few things. Now, I have to preference this. Do I want to save it? Or do I need to set y'all up for it? Remember, our master's degree. I'm sure his music does suck. I'm sorry. Christian is cute, but it does look like... So, a lot of attractive people typically don't have a talent outside of being attractive, so I wouldn't be surprised if his music sucks balls. I wouldn't be surprised. But apparently Christian had a #1 hit single. So I don't know. But I'm going to set y'all up, all right? So Christian, considering all things that are understood to be right now, right? Okay? That he's talking definitely about Tyler Perry as one of the 2 billionaires. Okay? Considering that, allegedly. This is just a hypothetical. Considering all things. Considering what this article just said. Christian keys are, first of all, let's talk about why it's more than likely Tyler Perry and not TDJ. We already know why it's Robert F. Smith in one instance, because he spoke about a black billionaire who paid college tuition and student debt for students of HBCUs. That has only happened so far one time in history. And the only person to have done that and fits the bill is Robert F. Smith. Black billionaire who did in fact pay college tuition and student debt for HBCUs. Okay? That clears that, period. Now it's boiling down to Tyler or TD. Now, what makes, me think it is going to lean more toward TD is the fact that he talked about when he started recording. He's been recording since 2005, when the harassment began. This is another detail and Easter egg that boils things down to Tyler, because we know that he started working for Tyler in 2005. Matter of fact, he was working for Tyler between 2005 and 2008. All right? Now, keep in mind, Christian also said in his video that he has allowed the statute of limitations to exceed, which implies that this harassment ceased at some point. Because if it had not ceased at some point, if there had been current advancements made, the statute of limitations would still be in his favor, because the abuse, the harassment, the exploitation, the advancements are still taking place. But remember, he said they exceeded. Okay, so there's no more harassment. Now, the girls been saying that, well, it can't be Tyler. Even with all of that, it can't be Tyler. 05, this is a beloved, idolized figure. This is a director, producer, blah, blah, blah. because he's still working for Tyler. Listen to what I'm about to show y'all. I want y'all to watch. Y'all gonna have to visually watch what I'm about to show y'all, and y'all gonna have to listen. Because, baby, I'm about to drive it all home. I'm about to drive it all home in the end, bitch. Okay? So this way you gotta watch the screen. You gotta listen, because I want you to look at his body language. I want you to also listen to what he has to say. Now, this is covered by fair use. Okay? And I want to go ahead and shout out before we get started to Ben Worthy YouTube channel, Chris Gunther YouTube channel, and Anthony Lofty's YouTube channel. All right, thank y'all for y'all very hard work, because y'all are the reason why we are able to clarify in 4K exactly what the T the fuck is. So let's listen to this first interview, girl. The interviewer, Miss Ben Worthy, who only has 248 subscribers, right? Her interview was just conducted 3 weeks ago. Now, remember, the article was talking about an interview that took place around November 14th, November 15th, which was my birthday last month. Okay, so this could have been, no, the writer said this is a he. So this is not the interview, but this interviewer is going to ask Christian about Tyler Perry. Watch Christian's body language and listen to what he says. Let me switch over my microphone. Let me minimize my screen so you guys can see this on the big one.
Thank you.
You went from doing stage plays to him with him, Tyler Perry, and him buying your book. You know, the script, and now season 3.
Yeah, and more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and more. And what's crazy is, and this is the beauty of it, ownership is wonderful. So let's say when season 6, 7, 8, when the show was finally done,
yeah,
my intellectual property comes back to me. So if I want to write more books about that, I can. I've already outlined a couple films and spin-off things I want to do, create more jobs, more opportunity, and tell more great stories. Yeah. So it's our blessings are attached to other people. And then the other I'm worthy moment is when, like, I must be all right if God gave me a son like he did. Like, I must be pretty cool if he thinks that much of me to make him
Okay, so I'm closing this out. One thing that I like to end each episode with,
to make him, to help shape and raise this young man, I must be worthy.
Yes, I love that. I'm a mom myself.
Wait, might be something too.
Okay, so did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? All right. Okay. Now, keep that in mind, okay? Keep that. She asked him about Tyler. Hold on, do we need to rewind the bite a little bit? Hold on.
Some big pretty dude that can't act. Yeah. You know, that as an executive, that felt like, because some big pretty dude that can't act. Yeah. You know, you're going to respect my craft and my talent, so I'm going to put so much work into it where it's going to be undeniable.
Yeah.
But professionally, that was one of the first ones. And then, of course, writing and selling All the Queen's Men to Tyler Perry Studios, that as an executive, that felt like, because we were checking in the pandemic, during the bubble, you know, we had like a very secluded thing. And I gave him my name and my ID. And I was like, Christian Keys gave me, he's like, keep.
To share their worthy aha moment.
Okay, so y'all heard that, girl. Now, we're just going to move on because I'm going to bring it all together, all right? Now, listen to Christian and watch his body language in this interview. He's interviewing with Chris Gunther. Okay, shout out to Chris Gunther. Make sure you guys give him a click in the view. You know, we credit for their work over here because, you know, we didn't get our veneers from Temu Girl. And, you know, we're not out here burning up the book of our previous mentor who put us in certain spaces while the mentor, like, was left without nothing to show for why they even gave a bit in her denture. Okay? Your everlasting time. You know, we don't steal content from other content creators. It's not that deep shit. Okay? And there ain't nothing but one motherfucking threat and one motherfucking person that we should all be in competition with, and that is ourselves and not one another. So shout out to Chris Gunther. But listen to this interview, y'all.
In career, there's no way that I can have you on here without mentioning the work that you've done with Tyler Perry, you know, from the plays to the deal, you know, Goes to Jail to What's Done in the Dark. And a lot of people really honed into you doing that, but then you continue on with things such as All the Queensmen. You know, can you take me back through that journey just a little bit?
Well, you know what? To be honest, in the beginning, Tyler was a part of it, absolutely. But we didn't work together for like, I don't know, 13, 14, 10, 11, 12 years, something like that, until I wrote and created All the Queensmen, and then approached his studio and said, you know, hey, I got some shows I'd like to pitch you guys. I know you need some content over there, something different than what you have already. And they loved the show, so they licensed my show. But I created that show. I helped cast the bulk of the show. The scripted department over there at Tyler Perry Studios is amazing. Michelle Sneed, Elon Johnson, DeAndre Short. They helped turn what I had already built into a really good show. They helped turn into a great show. They helped develop it, challenge me, and push it to go farther. But this is the first time I work with Tyler since What's Done in the Dark. So, and at this point, you know, we're both executive producers on my show. So I'm not an employee, so to speak. I'm a content creator now in this space, and it is nice being viewed as an executive by other creatives around the industry now, because they don't just see you as an actor. And even between 2008, when I stopped working with Tyler, you know, goodness, Let's Stay Together on BET, Supernatural, Legends of Tomorrow, currently on The Boys, season 4 comes out next year. All Rise on OWN and Hulu, Reasonable Doubt on Hulu. The Family Business, our first 4 seasons hit Netflix last week or the week before, and we're about to shoot season 5. Just a bunch of incredible In Contempt on BET. A bunch of amazing shows. So it wasn't just him. I give God the credit. It was a blessing to work with Tyler back in the day, but now, you know, it's a different capacity. We're both executives on my project, on my show.
It's a different level too.
Girl, okay, now we got one more to go, bitch. All right, now just listen, and y'all missing it. I can tell. You see, this is why I got the masters in nosology, baby. Y'all missing it, baby. Okay. Okay, now shout out to Anthony Lofties, okay, who interviewed him just 2 months ago. All right, listen to when Anthony asked Christian about the Queen's men. All right, shout out to Anthony Lofties.
Man, I wrote that right after I came out of that window of time where I almost quit acting. I wrote. It was originally called Black Magic, and then I changed the name to Ladies' Night because I figured that was more of a universal, fun feeling kind of experience. Bingo, there it is. And I wrote Dr. Phil a couple years later. But Ladies' Night, I wrote that, and I was getting a bunch of no's, man, and you know, people, networks, studios, they weren't getting the vision. And that's tough too, because you get a lot of no's. You get 30, 40 no's, and you get a maybe. So it got optioned. That studio didn't do anything with it, so I got it back. A casino in Vegas optioned it for like 6 months. They were going to put it up on stage every night, and they didn't do anything with it, so I got it back. And I kept, you know, rewriting, you know, for the time or whatever. But in 2019, I ended up licensing it to Tyler Perry Studios because they saw the value. Great.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? When he mentioned Tyler Perry's name.
We writing, you know, for the time or whatever, but in 2019, I ended up licensing it to Tyler Perry Studios because they saw the value to Tyler Perry Studios. We writing, you know, for the time or whatever, but in 2019, I ended up licensing it to Tyler Perry Studios.
Okay, all right, hold on. Now, we got to go back a little bit here. We got to go back to Miss Mama's here. Okay, Under the Veil. I got to show y'all something.
So this is that moment when you realize not only are you worthy of all the things that love and life, then started thinking and moving accordingly. You know, you started walking several aha moments over the course of our lives, but can you pinpoint one that was
study more? Because if I'm gonna be up here acting and doing these plays with these amazing people,
I'm
not
fast
gonna
forward,
be,
girl.
you know, some big pretty dude that can't take the part.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Thank
it. You went from doing stage plays to him with him, Tyler.
Now look at Christian. I don't want y'all to look at her. Look at Christian the entire time, girl. Look at this man. Look at this man. Look at him, girl. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. All right, hold on. Look at her now. I'm about to slow this shit down for y'all. Y'all think I'm playing with y'all today. Y'all gonna get this, baby. Don't panic and all. Y'all gonna get it today. If you never got it at any other point in time, baby, you gonna get it today. Hold on, let me see if I just slow this down real quick. Hold on, where am I at? We're doing playback. All right, we're slowing this thing down. I think this is the slow down. Just slow down. Oh no, this is a fast forward, honey. Hold on. We go up.
Him buying your book.
Hold on, let me rewind this back, girl. Listen.
And him buying your book. Yeah.
And if that ain't a worthy moment right there, that's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah. I love that. I love
Thank you.
You went from doing stage plays to him with him, Tyler Perry. And him buying your book. The script. And now season 3.
Yeah. And more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And more.
Season 3.
And what's crazy is, and this is the beauty of it, ownership is wonderful. So let's say when season 6, 7, 8, when the show was finally done.
Yeah.
My intellectual property comes back to me. So
okay, boom. All right, hold on now. Okay, now let's get into some things, bitch. Hold on. Let me blow this up, girl. Okay, and we don't want to hear from none of the basic ass bitches in the chat, girl, because y'all the same ones who can't see that your man on the DL. Y'all the same one who can't see that your man is texting me. Y'all the same one who can't see that your man is in doggy style, face down, ass up for me. Y'all the same ones, girl, who can't see all the things you need to see, baby. Y'all the same ones who can't see them badass kids bullying them goddamn people in school while you coming up there wanting to whip the teacher's ass, thinking that they being racist and discriminatory before your badass kid, baby. Okay, y'all the same ones, baby, who got to call Marquise River and the download detective to see what the hell you got eyeballs to see but can't see your damn self. So we don't want to hear from none of these non-seeing ass motherfuckers in the chat, baby. All right? Because we know how y'all looking ass be looking. You don't be looking well. All right? Now, y'all saw every time, bitch, in all 3 of those interviews. Now, mind you, all 3 of those interviews are only a month, 3 months shy from now. Okay, all those interviews happened over that between October and now. All right, this man was smiling and feeling fine and feeling good all the way up until them asking him about Tyler. When they asked him about Tyler, girl, he gets very stoic. This goes to very serious posture, very serious face, and he does this. And Tyler. Now, let me unpack this for y'all. Okay, this is for my body language experts, my body language bitches. Okay, my bitches who know they niggas are cheating just by looking at the way he using the keyboard, girl. Just by looking at the way, girl, he tiptoeing to the urinal. They know he been with another bitch, girl. Okay? Just by the way he passed through the front door, girl, they know what's up. Okay? They can tell by how the engine sound when the car pulled up in the front yard, girl, if he done been with Becky, baby. Okay? I'm talking about my bitches who be seeing. I ain't talking about none of y'all basic motherfuckers. Okay? I'm talking about those who be looking. Okay? Not only did he get real stoic when Tyler Perry's name would come up, get real serious, real statuesque. doing a lot of, and Tyler, and Perry Studios. But consider this. Every one of us who know Christian by any degree know him largely from Tyler Perry putting him on. Okay, this is his claim to fame, is Tyler Perry. Ask yourself, if Tyler Perry put you on, you grew up your whole life eating Spam and Bologna and buying dollar bread and shopping out of the Dollar Tree and foster care and being abused and not being afforded to have nice things, and your career jumps all the fuck the way off, and another man sees your talent, puts you the fuck on, sets your whole career toward the light, puts you on a trajectory that has been promising ever since. Because still to this day, despite what your IMDb says, everybody still knows you from Miss Medea Productions, from a Miss Perry production, despite your features on the Supernatural and everything else. Why in the hell would this man not take up these moments to give Tyler Perry his roses? Why would this man not be blazing glory? He's smiling about all the other motherfuckers he don't work with, all the other actors, actresses, producers, girl. He goes on a whole diatribe throughout the interview about everybody else. Girl, he get to Miss Perry, stoned. He get to Miss Perry, girl, swiftly and professionally. I'm talking about Christian Keys pulls out of that driveway so quick, bitch, that he don't even spend time really hardly saying anything too much about Tyler. He immediately goes into his intellectual property and how he don't work for motherfucking Tyler, and how him and Tyler Perry are peers, that he's the big boss, and that this is his shit. This is his shit. He don't spend no time sending light and love to that man, praising that man for, putting him in a position so, have a future in this career. And you got to think about, why not? This is Tyler Perry. Why not? And why does he keep skipping through this opportunity to give Tyler motherfucking Medea stealing ass Perry his roses? And he immediately, interview after interview after interview, goes into his intellectual spiel. This is my intellectual property. Why he keep swinging there? Why he keep going there? You know why? Christian Keys, every time he was asked in these recent interviews about Tyler, why his ass immediately went into making sure that the public understood that the Queen's men is his shit, period. It's because, girl, Christian Keys and Tyler motherfucking Perry were fucking sued in 2022 by Leffert v. against Tyler Perry Studios and Christian Keys. Now let me move over to the left. Girl, we're working. Hold on. Let me I'm gonna show you the whole screen, girl. Sued, bitch. I want y'all to see this in plain sight, girl. Pacer.com. Got the whole tea, girl. Christian Keys and Tyler Perry was sued in March 30th of 2022 by, hold on, let me pull up my notes, girl. Sued by a man named Larry Lamont Leffert for copyright infringement, girl. The case went on all the way up to November 30th, girl. Just what? What is that? 3 weeks? 20 something days ago. The case just concluded in being terminated. All right? Termination, girl. Gone with the wind, okay? Civil case terminated. As of November 20th, Gar. Now, what is fucking crazy about, let me blow me up, girl. What's fucking crazy about the details of this lawsuit, girl, is that Larry Lamont Leopard, okay, sued Tyler Perry and Christian motherfucking Keys, okay, under the guise of them both accomplishing copyright infringement regarding his intellectual property. Larry Lamont Leopard is claiming in this lawsuit that Christian Keys did not in fact originate the Queen's Men, but actually stole, hijacked, hoodwinked, bamboozled, copied and pasted his shit, his creation, his idea from him. Just like Tyler Perry allegedly stole the concept of Medea from drag queen Miss Sophia and paraded the Queen's Men around as his own. Now, Mr. Leopard was under the impression that Christian Keys has sold the rights of the Queen's Men to Tyler Perry, which is why he sued them both, because Christian stole his concept and then sold the stolen property to Tyler Perry. That was the perception of Mr. Leopard. Okay? When in fact Tyler Perry had no motherfucking idea that there were discrepancies around ownership of the Queen's Men until he got into litigations with Mr. Leopard. And then all the fucking tea start bleeding up and out and coming out. Tyler Perry was unaware. Because remember, according to Mr. Keys, Tyler never owned the Queen's Men. He only was licensing the show. Okay? Making them both, Keys and Tyler, the co-producers on the project. But that all the rights and legal ownership still belong to Christian, which is why all residuals, royalties, and all the content returns back to him in his own words in the end. Because Tyler is essentially only borrowing it to add his own creative flair to the idea. Now, because it came out in the litigations that the intellectual property known as the Queen's Men may not in fact belong to Christian Keys, as initially assumed, this terminated the current standing licensing agreement between Tyler and Christian. And now it's being alleged that there's been reconsiderations and negotiations around the Queen's Men. And it's looking like Miss Tyler Perry, of course, Miss Tyler stealing Medea Perry, just like in the case of Miss Sophia, wants the Queen's Men for his fucking self. Now, this revelation through the lawsuit brought upon by Mr. Leopard may have in fact opened the door for Tyler Perry to bamboozle Christian out of his ownership and rights to the property. And because it's alleged that Tyler doesn't play fair, as you guys read with me in the article from medium.com, okay, and out of Miss Sophia's own words regarding him stealing Medea from her, we already know that Tyler sometimes allegedly takes some unethical means to get what the fuck he wants. And in this case, the Queen's Men would be second best to having Christian himself. Now, since Mr. Leopard claims to be the sole creator of the concept, for all we know, baby, Miss Tyler Perry may already be exploring Mr. Leopard's claims, even paying him off so that he can move forward legally and take the concept legally from Mr. Christian. For all we know, Tyler Perry, bitch, is helping Mr. Leopard to explore his legal options to get it out of the hands of Christian, who he know will fight for it tooth and nail. Y'all see how much the Queen's Men means the Christian. Tyler Perry ass might be already saying, look, I will cover all motherfucking legal fees, girl, for you to get your shit back, and then I'll pay you double. I'll pay you for it. Okay, we just don't know what the background is. So now let's tie it all in, bitch. People been asking, what happened? What happened? What happened? Something had to happen, girl. Something had to happen. Why the fuck is Christian Keys jumping out the motherfucking window? What happened? Something had to trigger him. What triggered him, bitch, is that he just wrapped up litigation with Mr. Leopard and Mr. Tyler Perry over who, in fact, legally owns, who the fuck is entitled to, who, in fact, is the sole creator, and what the real tea is around the Queen's Men. And since Tyler Perry in their renegotiations, girl, have been having a different type of conversation with Mr. Christian, now that Tyler Perry is up on game, that Christian might have stole this shit from another fucking creator. So this gives Tyler some leverage in his negotiating and renegotiation and renegotiating, girl. So now, when people are asking what made him jump out the window, this is what made him jump out the window. Tyler Perry been over here signing contracts with Amazon Prime. He been signing deals. And remember, Christian Keys mentioned in his video that this person done, they doing shit with Amazon and they signing over to Amazon. This all shit that Tyler Perry doing. Matter of fact, hold on, girl. Like LeVar Burton, you ain't got to take my word for it, because, we going to do clear, clean receipts over her, honey. Hold on. Let me pull this up, girl, because we don't need nobody, because we don't do no, we do speculating, girl, but we at least are well informed in our speculations, girl. We can back our speculations up by circumstantial evidence, okay? Even if we do have to play the guessing game, we do well-informed guessing, okay? It don't be no lazy shit, baby. If we gonna have a hypothesis, if we gonna have a conclusion, girl, we gonna make it make more sense. Hold on. Tyler, Miss Perry. Amazon. Okay, remember, because this was another Blues Clues. Everybody's like, he ain't dropped no name. He ain't dropped no name. He ain't dropped no name. Who ain't dropped no name? Who ain't do it? Only a bitch with a prosthetic eyeball would say he ain't dropped no more name. Okay. Let me pull up my screen again, Greer. Okay, so why it say that the streaming giant is teaming up with Tyler Perry to write, produce, and direct 4 new films, which will be released exclusively on Amazon Prime Video, reaching more than 240 countries and territories worldwide. Okay, you see that, baby? More Easter eggs, girl. Okay? More Easter eggs, bitch. Now you gonna tell me this, girl, if he ain't talking about Tyler Perry, this would be one of the most historical cases of mistaken identity ever in global history, bitch. Because at this point, girl, he done did everything but call the damn man's name. All right? Everything but call the man's name. So this is what I think is happening. Christian Keys being a straight cisgendered man. Ain't want no problems. Tyler Perry put him on. He worked with Tyler Perry for 3 years, from 05 to 08. This is all allegedly. Tyler Perry. Hold on, bitch. Where my banner at, girl? Because I already told you, girl. Send the paperwork if you want to, girl. I'm heading straight down to New Mexico like Star Marie did. Okay, hold on. All this is alleged, girl. All this is purely speculative, girl. I better tell y'all, find y'all somebody else's pussy to play with, girl. Hold on, where's my banner? All shit. Okay, there it is, girl. All shit stated on this platform is alleged and intended to establish truth and provide justice, baby. Okay, according to etc. This is what I think happened. Christian Keys, in that 3-year period, according to his story, his timeline, and the characteristics he listed of this person, was being harassed profusely for his nudes, offered $100,000, given an apology card for being tried, had been tried physically, having his crotch grabbed, all type of abominations took place, girl. Because I want y'all to, just let me keep going. So then fast forward, girl, because you got to keep in mind, for all y'all, he ain't talking about. Okay. Riddle yourself this then. Riddle yourself this. If Tyler Perry innocent, which Christian refuses to acknowledge that this man not innocent. He refuses to clear this man of allegations. We already showed the receipt of him saying he ain't cleared no motherfucking body. We already had his good Judy, Claudia Jordan, and her good Judy, Funky Dineva, corroborate the fact that it is who everybody's saying it is now. All right? For all y'all who's saying it ain't him. But let's say it ain't Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry done put this man on. Tyler Perry is a big wig in the industry. Tyler Perry had the power to cancel Monique and God knows who else. He is in cahoots and good Judies with the queen of Black Illuminati, queen of the Black Boule herself, Oprah motherfucking Afro-wearing Winfrey girl. And her goddamn concubine, Lee Daniels girl. Her damn flying monkey, Lee Daniels. And with Tyler Perry being so well connected to all these major players, why in the fuck would Christian Keys outsource for buyers, for creators from everybody else but Tyler? He said in his interview, girl, he shopped the Queen's Court. I mean, the Queen's Court, girl. The Queen's men. It might as well be the Queen's Court. The Queens are in court. Okay, girl, we're going to call it the Queen's Court, bitch. Why he didn't shop the Queen's Court? First and foremost, the Tyler Perry, if it ain't Tyler. For those who saying it ain't Tyler Perry, why was it the first person he pitched the show to was Tyler? He went through 40 of the motherfuckers over a 6-year period. Instead of going to the big wig he already had professional relationship to, who he know got the money, who he know love some new talent, love new shows, got a whole production, got writers, the whole nine. This is up Tyler Perry's ass. And clearly it is, because Tyler Perry is the one who brought the licensing. Christian knew that the whole fucking time and intentionally avoided Tyler Perry. Intention. And you know why he did, bitch? Because my conclusion is he was already scared of that damn man, turned off by that damn man, and once he got free from the plantation girl, he never wanted to return again unless he absolutely had to. Then years later, he ain't worked with Tyler Perry in years. He allowed the statute of limitations to exhaust because he ain't been in proximity to the man since 2008. Okay, so everything done exhausted. Mm-hmm. But now he at his wit's end. He broke, he destitute, he idolatry, and he eating balakna and buying dollar bread. So desperations call for desperate measures, call for desperate times, bitch. So, girl, y'all remember a Jada Pinkett Smith girl and Set It Off when she had to get her brother that tuition money and she had to lay it low and spread it all the way wide, bitch. Because desperate measures calls for desperate times, and desperate times calls for desperate. So he arranges a business meeting with Tyler. Don't want to do it, bitch. Call him up. He already knew this nigga was waiting. He done went through 40 other motherfucking directors, bitch. He done went through 40,000 pages of the goddamn yellow page, bitch. Just to not deal with this goddamn closeted, alleged homosexual. Nigga got concubines and all. Niggas ankles up. Call him, girl. Tyler ready. Let's do it. You already know what it is. Everything been going all right. Now, he don't like it, but shit, like he said, he's a businessman. This is the entertainment business. All right, cool. He keep his motherfucking hands, feet, paws, and his eyeballs to his goddamn self. We can work at a distance, bitch. I work with his team, and I work with him. Because mind you, in those interviews, he spoke more about Tyler's team than Tyler Perry. He went up for the team of writers over there. He had all good things to say. All right, cool. You know, we passed the shit. We passed the 2005, 2008 shit. We passed it, dawg. That nigga know not to try me. He know what's up. He know I ain't with that shit. He know God made women with fallopian tubes. He know that I got a one beard policy. He know I ain't playing with his ass. He done seen me walk away. He done seen me do this shit without him. He know that I don't get down. And now I'm in a boss position because I'm not asking to be employed. I'm really asking for him to be my employee. Mm-hmm. And because he got the clout, he got the leverage, and he got the moolah, technically, he's a qualified contender. But the bitch is shady. And he a part of the black bully. Nonetheless, keep my motherfucking distance. Cut me my motherfucking check, bitch. It leaves me alone, bitch. Eyes got so on it. But then something interesting happens. Everything going all right. He ain't really got to deal with Tyler like that. He dealing with Tyler's team, as he said it in his interviews. Then Mr. Letford's interesting algorithm. He's seeing all this success with the queens. Hold on, bitch. I know, bitch, you ain't got my shit up there on Beyonce's national goddamn TV, girl. I know you ain't got my shit up there on CTV's global internet, girl. And you up there working with Tyler Perry and all these damn folk, bitch, making all this damn coin, girl. Beard looking all soft and rich and moisturized, bitch. And I'm the one down here shopping at Dollar General for the balakna. No, ma'am. So Mr. Letford went and traded his goddamn car in, took out his goddamn payday loan, his title loan, girl, and slid an old nasty piece of lawsuit on the table, thinking that Christian done stole from him and took his stolen shit and sold it to another damn thief, allegedly Tyler Perry. Now they litigating, girl, for a whole year. And in the litigations, Tyler finds out, girl, that there is some technical unresolved around who, in fact, the Queen's man belongs to. And Tyler already being a shiesty bitch contract winding down on the Queen's men's anyway, because the Queen's men's are in the Queen's court litigating, girl, over the things. Right, Michael. Tyler playing chess. Christian playing checkers, bitch. Tyler already having high-powered ass lawyers and attorneys, girl, who understand the business of ownership. Because once again, Tyler is connected to his mentor, Oprah. Remember, Beyonce said that the best advice, bitch, that Oprah Winfrey ever gave her was to own your shit. All your shit. That's your way to wealth. To own every bit of your shit. Tyler Perry would have already been schooled on us once he got access to Oprah. Own your shit, daddy. Own your shit, mama. Ownership. So Tyler Perry already know the ins and outs when it comes to copyright, when it comes to ownership, blah, 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 blah. So once he learns in litigation from Mr. Leckford, who sues Christian and Tyler, that there's an intellectual property ownership issue, Tyler Perry is back at that renegotiation table with a different motherfucking attitude, and it's pissing Christian Keys the fuck off. Because first of all, he never saw the lawsuit from Mr. Leckford coming. And now he's attempting to be strong-armed, allegedly. He's attempting to be strong-armed, girl, by a nigga that already tried to put his pussy in a stronghold. Y'all know how it is when you already got a deep grievance with a bitch, and you putting aside that bullshit. You put it aside, girl. You know, for the sake of a coin, for the sake of just keeping the workspace clear, for the sake of just keeping Thanksgiving intact. And you already holding, but you already this close, bitch. And then a motherfucker tries you, girl. All bets are off, girl. All bets motherfucking off, bitch. Because I caught myself giving your download ass the opportunity, babe. I was gonna let your little bullshit slide. I was gonna let your ass just get away with murder. All you had to do was treat me right. All you had to do was honor me, respect me accordingly, leave the other shit out of the situation. And here it is. Now you fucking with me, because remember, Christian Key said in the video that this person is fucking with his ass. Fucking with him. That's why in the last few interviews he did, girl, he don't give a fuck to give Tyler Perry no real roses, girl. He keep reminding the interviewer, girl, reminding the general public, girl, that Queen's men belongs to his ass and his ass only, bitch. Don't you let a lawsuit, a litigation, and he don't give a fuck how this turns out, bitch, and what the fuck comes up and out. Don't you fucking forget, bitch, that this is his shit, period. And that lawsuit just wrapped up a shot of 30 days ago. That's what triggered his motherfucking ass. Because every time he get on the internet and he get on Google and he talking to somebody, girl, everybody bragging about what Miss Tyler Perry doing, girl. Yeah, he out here buying up all this property and all these plantations in Georgia, girl. He out here elevating the girls from Bologna to Lobster, girl. He's out here, honey, signing deals with Amazon Prime. Why Miss Keys is struggling to keep the lights on. Because remember, Taraji P. Henson just came out and said that it ain't no money in the industry, girl, and the writer's strike just concluded. So these hoes, everybody just really getting back to work. The money ain't been there for a month. And it ain't been there even prior to the writer's strike. Taraji P. Henson, girl, can't even make it 2 minutes into a goddamn interview without crying her damn high bun off her head, girl, because she broke her in this bitch. She got to be working as the head honcho on Empire, and she got to be down there to the city trend ringing up your goddamn sundress, bitch. She tired. Taraji Roger P hitting Tide, bitch. Okay? So we know it ain't no money going on right now. All the girls who ain't made it yet. All of the smaller fish in the puddle. And Christian Keys is still considered relatively a smaller fish relative to his contemporaries, girl. That money ain't hitting, girl. So no, it's not all good in the hood. It ain't all motherfucking bells and whistles and unicorns and ponytails, girl. Christian Keys got a lot to gain. And he upset. He's scared. He already done been broke. He already done been living off Bologna before. And he really didn't come this far, girl, to have this leopard bitch that he allegedly stole from, girl, come back and try to reclaim her shit. And now he got to deal with this fucking rich ass power bottom out of the goddamn black boule girl. So you talking about triggered, bitch? Yeah, because Christian ass is between a rock and a hard place, girl. Because he don't know which way shit about to fold. He don't know, girl, if Tyler Perry about to pull out all the stops to come for the queen's men's neck. He don't know what Mr. Lefford's tea is, girl, and if Mr. Lefford is about to assist Tyler and reclaiming his intellectual property, girl. He's shook. And he's annoyed because how dare thee, Tyler? How dare thee? How dare thee? I let you grab my dick twice. Damn near fuck me on the blow-up mattress. I almost took that goddamn Hyundai you gave me in an attempt to apologize for that $100K I was thinking about taking for being naked before your motherfucking ass. And then I didn't report you at the time. I didn't expose you at the time. I ain't been left your bastardized ass alone for over a decade. And you got the unmitigated motherfucking gall, bitch, after I give you an opportunity to make this shit up with me, bitch. To now be trying to hustle and bustle me out of my motherfucking shit hole. Oh yeah, bitch, it's up. I got recordings, ho. I'm going to the police, bitch. I will die on this hill, ho, for the Queen's men, bitch. You had the Queen's men in the Queen's court, ho. How dare you? How dare you? How dare they? So yes, honey, Keys is losing his shit. Girl, it's rumblings and the rumblings. And Christian about to, and that, oh! And that's why Christian keeps saying, girl, it's got to be a conversation. It's got to be a conversation. 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 Because that's really in my personal opinion, that's really what Christian Keys wants as a medium. He wants to blackmail Tyler Perry, rightfully so, bitch, because Tyler ain't well either. He want to blackmail Tyler under the guise that he got non-existing voice notes, non-existing conversations, and whistleblow through social media, which is why he not gonna clear Tyler Perry name, bitch, as he stated already under the Bossup's blog page. I ain't clearing up a motherfucking thing, ho. Tell that bitch to run my line. Because the conversation I kept hinting to, girl, that we need to have, while I kept claiming I was going to the police, and I'm going to the police, but there needs to be a conversation. Oh, there needs to be a conversation. Oh, there needs to be a conversation. You damn right. Because his ass wants to blackmail Tyler Perry out of relinquishing all attempts to steal the goddamn Queen's men from his ass. And in exchange, he won't cancel his ass forever by dropping the name. Because dropping the name alone, even without the receipts, even without the receipts, will cancel Tyler Perry. Y'all saw what happened to the baby. Y'all saw what happened to the Cosby. Y'all saw what happened to the Kelly. Y'all saw what happened. He don't even need no motherfucking receipts, bitch. Look at Cassie ass girl. All it took was 35 pages in black and white, bitch, and settled faster than this. And Diddy Combs was canceled, girl. Faster than Kaya's BBL surgery, bitch. Revolt pulled out. All the endorsement sponsors pulled out, girl. The movies pulled out, bitch. The damn country damn near pulled out of Diddy, girl. He about to go be living in damn Belize, girl. Canceled, girl. And Cassie didn't even submit the truth yet, girl. She didn't even submit the facts. Girl, all it took was the claims, bitch, to bring Diddy all the way down to the P, and now a period, girl. P, no Diddy. P, no Diddy. Unlike Keke Palmer, girl, she didn't have no at that time. She didn't have no screen grabs. She ain't have no photo ops. She ain't have no footage in 4K, girl. All she had was the accusations, bitch. And now there is a P without a Diddy that exists. She reduced that bitch to one letter and one letter only, girl. Okay, they are ripping his star up as we speak on Miss Hollywood Boulevard. So, Keys know how much equity, bitch, there is. And just dropping the name. He ain't even got to run to the po-po. That'll be the bonus. That'll be the extra stank on it. That'll be the extra stank on it, girl. So that's why he dangling. That's why he giving this alleged billionaire girl. He giving them time to cook, bitch. Like, I'm telling you what I'm gonna do, girl. Any day now, you can call me any moment now, girl. My phone is phoning. My number's still the same. My email's still emailing, girl. Like, I'm going to go to the police. I'm going to go, girl. You got a lot of time between me leaving the couch, girl, and me catching the lift on down to the police precinct, baby. Like, it's a lot of things that can happen in that time frame. When I told y'all that conversation was not for us, that conversation was not for us. That conversation was toward the motherfucker he given an opportunity for some conflict resolution. I think this is bigger than being paid, because now, y'all, that we know all that we know, now that we all know what we know, that there's been a lawsuit, the lawsuit just got terminated and concluded. Things may get uglier now that there are issues over copyright, etc. Obviously, Mr. Leffert was not well prepared, but now he got the interest, girl, of Miss Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry can be a muscle and an asset to Mr. Leffert when it comes to getting this copyright situation situated, because Tyler knows that Keys ain't gonna give it up. He knows that. If Tyler Perry playing chess, bitch, and he's smart and he clever like I am, then he gonna do his bidding, girl, through Mr. Leffert. By getting his ass the right attorneys, getting him quality representation, and they're coming back, girl, for the Queen's men. It will be the Queens in court again. And this got motherfucking Keys on the edge. So now, yes, I believe Keys when he says, I don't want no money. She damn right, bitch. This ain't about no money. This is about me getting Miss Perry up off my motherfucking ass and up off my motherfucking intellectual property, bitch. That's why I want to have a conversation with him. That's the conversation I keep hinting to as I'm on the way to the police, but I'm open to a conversation that needs to be had, baby. He right. This ain't about no money, baby. This is about something much more personable to him, girl. And that's them not snatching his heart from him, which is symbolized through the Queen's men. Now, let me tell you, bitch, just how dirty this is, girl. Because if Mr. Ledford is telling the truth, girl, That's a whole nother shit show. Because now Christian Keys gonna be trying to out allegedly Miss Perry while also having to defend his own wrongdoing. Because if he stole this man's shit, like Mr. Ledford is claiming in this March 30th, 2022 lawsuit, girl, everybody is socially fucked in this situation. Tyler Perry fucked, and Christian Keys fucked. Because Mr. Ledford can fuck around and expose Christian Keys for his works, and Christian Keys can fuck around and expose Tyler Perry for his bitch. It's a wraparound ass whipping, girl. It's a full circle karma, girl. This is a mess, bitch. This is a mess, girl. This is a mess. So it ain't about no coin. I believe him now that I done went down the rabbit hole, girl, and I know what's been going on behind the scenes, girl, because see, Miss Keys ain't been mentioning that lawsuit. He ain't said nothing in the hour and 6 minutes, girl, about Mr. Ledford. He ain't said nothing in them interviews about Mr. Ledford, girl. See, I ain't know all of that. Now that I know what I now know, I believe him. This ain't about the money. It ain't. This is about this man trying to fight for his intellectual property. Because he knows that it's big bank in the Queens, man. Okay? And he not going to let this homosexual have a bigger dick than him in this situation, bitch, because you already emasculated me, ho, when you grabbed my junk in my trunk on 2 times. In 60 seconds, bitch, you grabbed my sausage. You grabbed my big Italian biracial sausage, bitch. You've been harassing me and calling me, and I already been fearing your power, bitch, and now you gonna try to drive the stake in my heart by using your power and your money and Mr. Ledford ass. Oh, baby, this is an ego thing. This is a dick slinging contest. Christian Keys gives me the profile of a motherfucker who will go postal, go straight Columbine. When his ass was on our live, girl, hold on, let me show y'all. Girl, this is a man who is willing to risk it all, girl, okay? And clearly his mental health is struggling, girl. He fighting down to the blogs like he said he wouldn't do. He fighting with random strangers, girl. He don't want to clear nobody's name, girl. He drunker than a Cooter Brown out there on the live stream, girl. Girl, now that we done unloaded the Glock, girl, the extendo clip, bitch. Now we got for the context, girl, for the why. Why? What happened? What happened? Yeah, we know what done had happened now. Hold on. Hold on, girl. Damn, I think I deleted it. Hold on, y'all. Oh, no, I ain't deleted it right here. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me put this where my receipts at. Oh, we didn't finish, girl. We got more. I forgot, bitch. I'm sitting here just lipping with y'all, girl. We got more. I forgot. Oh, we ain't hardly finished, girl. We got more to go. How doing? How doing, girl? Y'all, girl, run the Cash App up, bitch. I'm working, okay? Run the PayPal up, girl. Working. If you're new here, subscribe, bitch. You don't want to miss a riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. Don't just look like a man, girl, who ready. Don't this man who look like, girl, ready to storm the captain's cabin, girl. Ready to take claim of the plane, if you know what I mean, girl. Ready to seize the plane, girl. Okay? Christian Keys was drunk, Hennessy out once again, eyeballs bulging, all upside his motherfucking head. This man is ready, girl, and Tyler knows it. That's why all his friends was in the comment section, girl, like, girl, answer the phone, girl. We got crisis hotline on the line, girl. They know what it's giving. They know what the edge looks like. Okay? So all y'all talking about, girl, oh, he's not, he works for, no, he doesn't work for Tyler. Tyler, in fact, actually works for him. Okay, he tried to give this man a chance, allegedly, and this man is trying his motherfucking life when it comes to his intellectual property, girl, and this is the last straw. And this is why, girl, he's willing to risk it all, girl, because Tyler done played in his motherfucking face once and for all. Now, while I was on live, the Conscious crew, shout out to Tea Talk with Shay Girl, was sending me receipts. Now, apparently, this is somebody who emailed Nosy Ho. So shout out to Nosy Ho Live, where the message reside, girl. Go over there and give her a click and a view. The street committee, Tea Talk with Shay, sent me these receipts. Matter of fact, hold on, let me make sure I identify who was the author, allegedly, of these receipts. Hold on. Okay, this was an email from a subscriber of Nosy Ho. Okay, I don't personally know who sent the email, okay? So a subscriber of Nosy Ho sent Nosy Ho what I'm about to show y'all, okay? Okay, this is what the email reads. Hold on. Where's my magnifier at? Yeah. Where my magnifier at? Okay, here it is. Chris isn't lying about what happened. Chris was in a off and on consensual. Okay, girl, all things alleged, bitch. All things alleged. Now, this once again, this is somebody who emailed Nosy Ho. Okay, Christian isn't lying about what happened. Chris was in an on and off consensual gay for pay relationship with Tyler from 2006 to 2012. Tyler has had issues indulging in his sexapades with men who resemble strippers like Keys. His type is light-skinned stripper black men who he would host sex parties in Buckhead. He also hired them at his production company like Brett Hendricks, a production coordinator, who a scandal happened with another man named Joshua Soul, who was paid to strip at a gay private party in Buckhead. Tyler would host parties. Chris thought he was the head bitch in charge and had Tyler's heart in pockets. Y'all, hold on, before we read this, girl, remember when Christian talked about the incident that happened in the guest bedroom that he got drunk at, and he said he didn't want to talk about what type of party? He said, I ain't gonna mention what type of party. Remember when Christian said that? When he talked about the incident regarding the billionaire trying him physically at the home? In the event space, hey Tommy, and he said he did not want to disclose the type of party. He didn't want to disclose what type of party this was. Now that's what he said, girl, not me. That's what he said, and this person is telling Nosy Ho that Tyler used to host, allegedly, girl, all these sexapades and sex parties in Buckhead. Tyler would host parties. Chris thought that he was the head bitch in charge and had Tyler's heart in pockets. Tyler employed Chris for years and had a huge fallout in 2015. Chris was pushing Tyler to produce a version of All the Queen's Men titled Single Ladies. Tyler did want to sink millions into a pilot, did not want to sink millions into a pilot, and Chris was upset. So Chris was able to push his projects without Tyler, but threatened him in 2015 that he would expose his activities. The story he released is an open public threat to Tyler because he was fired from his own show, a show that BET picked up. TP acquired shares of BET, and in that included All the Queen's Men, and Tyler fired Chris, who produced and created and wrote on the show. He wrote the first 3 episodes, and Tyler fired him in season 1. Now he hasn't seen a check from all the Queen's men since 2021 and isn't an employee on set. Chris is infuriated and contacted Robert Smith to help him buy back his project. This is where this person is saying Robert F. Smith comes into play. He also met with Tyler again at a hotel where the conference room was linked to his suite. Tyler allegedly pushed him to put out or not. This part is a lie. And the lady he mentions on set grabbing his balls was Vivica. Oh, girl. Wait a goddamn minute. Vivica A. Fox. Hold on, I want y'all to see this for y'allself, girl. This person is saying the female actress that everybody been trying to figure out is Vivica A. Fox. Girl, put a my bun is done, bitch. I can't take this. Wait a minute, bitch. Hold the on. Vivica A. Fox. Is this why the girl? Hold on, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Wait the fuck a minute, girl. I got questions for Claudia, girl. Could this be part of why the Cocktails with Queens was canceled, girl? Was it a conflict of interest? Did Chris give her an ultimatum, girl? Did Chris drop the dime on Claudia, girl, and was like, you know, Miss Mama's, girl. Miss Mama's did ABC, girl. Girl, this is too much. Does Claudia even know? And what's crazy is that I've been seeing Vivica's name come up in terms of who the female was. The dots are dotting, girl. This is too much. It's too much. Hold on. It goes on to say, here's Chris Nimber. He's behind on rent for 3 months eating balagna from Dollar Tree and box wine on live. Here that balagna comes up again, girl. Chris can't seem to escape that balagna spirit, girl. Girl, it's too much, girl. It's too much. It's too much. There can't be anybody right now sitting around believing that Christian helped himself by speaking, girl. And this person allegedly has Chris' phone number and all, which you guys see is edited out. Begins with a 6. Balagna Gate. Y'all, I am gagged down, bitch. Girl, the rabbit hole is rabbiting, girl. This is so many layers of fuckery and foolery. Lawsuits. Christian Keys being accused of stealing the Queen's men. Tyler Perry trying to weaponize allegedly Mr. Leffert. against Christian Keys, girl, over the intellectual rights of the Queen's men. This female that Mr. Keys spoke about, grabbing his junk. Is allegedly Vivica A. Fox. Vivica A. Fox ties into Fox Soul. Friends with What y'all think? Girl, we got 15 minutes, girl. I'm willing to drop the link, bitch. I'm willing to remember Christian Keys posted under courtesy to the street committee under Bishop Official, girl, that he ain't clear, not a motherfucking person, and emphasized clear. I did not clear nobody. Okay, there's one more point I gotta give to y'all, girl. It's one more part. Girl, it's hard for me to even say it now, girl, because now I done, girl, girl, all the tea don't even. Okay, I think it can still fit. So, regardless, right? Because I'm not going to say Christian is perfect, because he's being accused himself of stealing the Queen's men. He's been accused by Mr. Larry Lamont Ledford. So I cannot say, he's innocent. But regardless of whether Christian stole the Queen's men, regardless of whether he said yes a time or 2 or 14, possibly, to these advancements, on a spiritual note, I haven't heard anybody say this. And I would be lying if I say there wasn't a correlation. And y'all know I'm metaphysical and I'm a light worker. Okay, yes, we do celebrity commentary and we drag and we roast and we get into the tea and we do the deep dives and we do all that. But you guys know what it really gives, girl, is the spirituality of it all. I find it coincidental, or without coincidence. Spiritual folk, we don't believe in coincidences, girl. Everything is synchronistic, girl. One thing always is correlating to another thing, honey. You might not always understand the correlation, but there's always a correlation. There's always a umbilical cord. When I watched that interview that he did with Black Star Atlanta, and he spoke about and chronicled his abuse as a child, I think it's ironic that Christian Keys is now a grown 40, 50-year-old man who is also still dealing with being abused, humiliated, taken advantage of, even as a grown man. I'm going to go out on a spiritual limb here, bitch. And nobody is perfect, and nobody has to be to do the right thing, and nobody has to be perfect to do right in the world, and nobody who's ever done right in the world has ever been perfect. But I'm gonna go out on a spiritual limb here, bitch, and say that I think collapsing, since Christian Keys needs inspiration, since in his recent post he said he's struggling to muster the final courage to bring down Olympus. Here's your courage, Keys. I believe it is your destiny to bring down Olympus. I believe what you're sitting on, if you're in fact sitting on what you say you're sitting on, is so atomic in nature that it has the force and the power to collapse and fully expose the first layer of corruption that exists at the highest of the levels. And your life has prepared you to avenge those who have been forsaken, abandoned, and taken advantage of. There's an old saying in the church that goes something to the extent of, our lives are just not for us and about us. We go through things for other people too, because our calling and gifts are tied into other people. Our life path is tied into other individuals. Your life, your childhood, your origin story, your abuse has all been a part of lighting your steps and bringing you right to where you are in the industry with exactly who been playing in your fucking face. Because you know more than anybody, which is why there's a part of you that's wanting to go to the, you can feel the assignment. You don't fully intellectualize it yet. You haven't fully configured it and emotionally understood it yet, but you are already feeling the synergy of the assignment. You are dawning upon the part that you are ultimately supposed to play, and it's oozing out of your ass. It's coming forth and manifesting in your frustrations, in your anger, in your resentment, in your guilt, in your shame, in your everything. And this retrograde is bringing it to a fucking boil, because this is what you're supposed to do. You incarnated and were put into a position to be abused and extorted so that this fight could be personal for you. Because the only revolutionary ass niggas in history are those who were in fact niggas. The fight was personal. That's what fueled their courage and fueled their bravery. Brother, you caught to this thing. You've been caught to this moment from the fucking beginning. That is what everything about your adoption was about. That is what everything about your homelessness was about. That is what everything about your abuse was about. It all was to bring you here. And guess what the crazy part is? Because Christian not conscious of it, he's unconscious about his role. He almost fucked around and got on trajectory at 18, 19 when he almost became a what, y'all? A social worker. He was almost in alignment with his shit. Because this is what it always was supposed to be. This is what he was always ordained to do, which is to intercede on behalf of those who are being victimized in these ways, who've been thrown away, who've been used for schemes and scams, and have been subjected to the narcissistic powers of sick ass people and systems. This is his fucking call. This is his destiny. This is his destiny. And he's right fucking there. And somebody, whether it's Claudia, whether it's Funky, somebody need to say, brother, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it, Christian. Do it. Pull the fucking Glock. Don't allow what your sins may be to talk you out of avenging these perpetrators who are sinning and committing crimes against humanity in the context of the industry. Two things can be true at once. You are a sinner, but God is going to use your ass to do some saint shit too. Because it ain't never been a perfect motherfucker on a right assignment. Never in history. Every disciple, every heathen, every vagabond in the goddamn scriptures was a sinning, no good, low down, filthy rag ass motherfuckers who had to atone and needed the blood too. Don't let that talk you out your spot. Don't let your ego sit there and tell you that you ain't worthy of this cause. Don't let your ego and your sin and your Adamite nature tell you that you ain't good enough, you ain't perfect enough, you ain't holy enough to lead this war, baby. Because it ain't our works that make us righteous, baby. It's the blood of the Father, Son, and the Holy Motherfucking Daughter. Lean not unto your own understanding, sir. Put God in place of your shame. Put God in place of your own sins, baby. Cover the blood and make it up to the Father. Make it up to Mother Universe, to Mother Spirit, baby. By atoning, by exploding and disintegrating the pillars of Mount Olympus where these false gods and these false idols are feeding and eating off of the innocent. Do it, Christian Keys. Do it, baby. Because quiet as it's kept, you already fighting for your life. You already done set off a sequence of events that are leading you toward God knows what. Girl, time is ticking. To your narrative, you're dealing with the powerful. You're dealing with the wealthy. You're dealing with the. Time for you to set it off, brother. This is your hill to die on, metaphorically speaking. This is that. I'm going to drop the link real quick, girl. We got 15 minutes, possibly. Load it up fast if you're coming. Load it up fast if you're coming. I'm about to drop the motherfucking link, baby. Oh, shit. That's all wrong. Hold on. Hold on, girl. Our lives are not our own, Christian Keys. You got it, and you know you got it. You right at the threshold of this shit. Lawyer CTV, girl. CTV Esquire. Period. Does the work. Okay, let me shout out to my baby mothers and fathers. I've been hearing the cash app, girl. Woo, God. All right, honey. Well, I'm waiting for y'all to load up the back of y'all coming. Shout out to my baby mother Star. For happy holidays. You are working, period. Thank you, baby mother. My baby mother Star. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, baby, for you give me life. Thank you. You give me even more of it. Hold on. My baby mother Cheryl for great work on Keys and Perry. Thank you all. Now, don't get shy, baby, if I need you for a lawsuit fund. All right? Don't be talking all this good sweet R&B shit, baby, when it's easy, okay? When them hoes come, they try to serve me up, drag me into court, baby. I want y'all to be just easy on these cash apps, girl. Okay, damn. Hold on, my shit messing up. Okay, here it is. All right. Shout out to my baby mother, Monica, for I'm working and streaming. Shout out to baby mother, Monica, and my baby mother, Teresa. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you. And shout out to my baby mother, Leslie, for your working. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me let up. I'm going to let y'all up one at a time. Hey, D-Rock.
How you doing, man?
What's going on? I'm well. What you think?
So, man, you need a Hammond B3 and an organ behind you a few minutes ago because you was preaching. I think that was nothing but the truth, what you just said. And I said it last night. I think that was last night when you were doing this. I said there seems to be more behind this than Cassie. Like this is bigger. There seems to be more behind this. And so I've been up on the news since earlier today. And but yeah, it makes sense. Like I'm not surprised by any of this.
You're not surprised?
Including when they said the woman who, I'm not going to say her name, but I'm going to say, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by it.
Okay, so why are you not surprised by that? Why are you not surprised that it's who they are alleging this is?
Because I've just watched her for the last decade or so. Well, I've always known about it. You know, I've always watched her since I was a kid, but I've seen her on talk shows. I know she had this organization where it was like strippers, male strippers. I don't know if somebody in the chat probably remembers that. But and she's always come off like kind of, I won't say hypersexual, but
really,
not hypersexual? It's the word I'm looking for. Maybe somebody in the chat can help me, but not hypersexual, but like
what?
I don't know.
What?
Not floozy, but kind of
floozy. Like what happened?
Kind of a little bit. Kind of like.
Always gave me classy base, even though she was allegedly
very classy. Yes.
Even though she was allegedly giving 50 Cent rim jobs, and playing up his pussy.
There you go.
But there's a difference between having a high freak level, and groping your coworker. You think she don't give me groper? But then again, we are sitting here talking about people that you would never imagine. Because the Christian Keys point, our sheroes and our heroes would break our hearts if we knew what type of time they were on. So I mean, I guess anything's possible because you can't give anything really, from the surface. Right. You can't judge what somebody won't and will do. But
yeah, she's never given me like creeper, but like somebody said, aggressive, like sexual, kind of aggressive.
I mean, but how? Like where?
Kind of like overt. Like she's kind of overt with her sexuality, but in a classy way. She's not like sleazy or anything. It's not. She's very classy, but she's still like overt with her sexuality a little bit. Not like a little Lil Kim way or anything like that. I don't
think you a groper because just because you wear your pussy on your sleeve. It's a lot of whores out here, but they ain't offenders per se.
No, I know that, and that's even more reason why it's kind of not surprising because like people like take Lil Kim for instance. Okay, I wouldn't picture.
I'm saying that in the chat. Is she? But where y'all get it from? Like, what has she said or done? Like, where did this notion come from that she's an aggressive creeper?
Not a creeper. She's never given me creeper.
Okay, not creep,
but like
an aggressive classy whore.
Yeah, kind of like that. That's what I've always got.
But where did that come from? Is what I'm asking.
It's hard to pinpoint it, but when it like this, okay, it's not just this, but even her having a whole stripper company where she has male strippers, like being like it's almost like being. Like being like a what do you call those people who own brothels? Those women who kind of like that type of person. But take Lil Kim let me say this: take Lil Kim for instance. I wouldn't think of Lil Kim doing something like this because she puts all of her sexuality out there. It's kind of like she's not hiding nothing. But when you take a person that's like, kind of like they say, like church girls are the freakiest. You'll find the freakiest women in church. It's kind of like, well, that's how it's kind of like they're classy in the streets, but behind closed doors. That's what she kind of gives me, and that's already been pointed out, like by, her saying what she does in the bedroom. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone.
What? But, okay, so my question to you, is: do you think that Christian is going to act? Do you think he's going to pull the trigger? Will that bullet, D-Rock, exit the chamber?
It's hard to say at this point, but it's kind of like it has to come out now. It's like you can't. It's kind of like the what's that? Pandora's box is already open, so you can't even put the lid back on it.
He backed his own pussy up against the wall.
Yeah.
So that's what I was telling Sam on yesterday, I said he's kind of really fucked himself over because if he do something, of course there's going to be consequences. There's consequences to every action.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't do anything, there's going to be consequences because he will always be known as the second Jussie Smollett. He will be Christian Smollett forever. He would have stained his reputation. He's going to have to deal with letting all these victims and people who live in vicariously through his promises to avenge the industry and to hold these powers that be accountable, and he's going to have to deal with people speculating over whether he has signed or if the check has cleared. Like, all his credibility is shot. He's done if he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but if it comes out that it is who most people are thinking it is, to me, I think this is going to be as big as I don't know how many people were around when the Michael Jackson allegations came out in 1992. I was a kid then, but I vaguely remember it. But you know how Michael Jackson, there's nobody more. He's literally the most famous person who ever lived, famous human being who ever lived, aside from the Bible figures. And he was the most respected entertainer. Like, he was the most. But when those allegations came out, it like if the internet was back then, it would have broke the internet. Like, it was so big, and it left a stain, like, even on his legacy. Even after his death, they were still making documentaries about. You see what Oprah did, but it left a stain on the entertainment industry that you could never get out. And I think that is how this is going to be if it turns out being him. It's gonna, like people have been saying, it's going to
Olympus is coming fuck down. It's coming down. The age of Aquarius is going to bring that motherfucking balcony to the fucking ground. And we're only scratching the surface, baby. This is only the industry. It's about to hit the politician even harder. It's about to hit the religious community even harder. We're going to see a demolition.
Yeah, because TD Jakes' name is being thrown all up in this, around in this situation. A lot of people are bringing up TD Jakes, and he's really good friends with P. Diddy, and so it is like you said.
We're going to be getting into that later today.
Yeah, you're right. It's
coming down. And it's starting with the first layer of the boule, the first layer of the Illuminati, the first layer of fuckery. Because it's always the pawns that go first in any chess game. So these entertainers and these public figures, they're not even like the puppeteers. They too are the puppets. So the first layer of fuckery is going to implode at celebrity level. Then, because I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna go, D-Rock. This is prophecy. This is how the multiverse about to clean this shit up over the next 2,500 years. Now, what the upper echelon of elite, the shadow government, is shadow politicians, is shadow private donors, etc. have to worry about is that these public figures who operate at the base level are going to deflect by exposing the second layer. Because remember, Jeffrey Epstein died, right?
Right.
Under suspicious circumstances. And ironically, he allegedly unalived himself right before he was about to expose all the other upper hands. And then remember, his girlfriend got shook because she knew, bitch, what was happening. She knew that death wasn't a natural death. She knew he didn't tie that goddamn bed sheet around his neck and sit there and dangle over the balagna. She knew that was completely man-made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then she was fighting to have the court petition her to be moved from her prison, from her estate, girl. She was even trying to get them, girl, to let her do prison at home, girl, because she did not feel like she had a fighting chance. Okay, when it came to surviving, girl, the elite pulling the fucking trigger on they asses whistleblowing. So the first layer of the Illuminati is going to expose the second layer to deflect, and as a result of the second layer coming under fire, they're going to expose the final layer of fuckery. We're talking about the hidden hands, the people that we don't see, we don't hear from, that don't have any visible clout to their names. Okay, these are This is the 1% we're talking about.
It's
the
like
1% gonna get exposed by the goddamn 10%. The 10% gonna get exposed by the goddamn 20%. And that's how all that shit is going to fucking unfold. Right now, Olympus is in a state of chaos because now they're trying to figure out, girl, because they see what's happening now. See, like I told y'all before, when the alien shit happened, the elite created television, media, and the internet as an attempt to perform psychological warfare on the American folk and global inhabitants. But what they did not think through is the fact that they were creating something that was going to give the lesser man a big ass bullhorn that was equivalent to their power structure.
Mm.
See, the internet has given every last single one of us
a
bullhorn that's equivalent to their influence. They did not think this all the way through. Their plan is working against them. And now, those who are lesser, who've been victimized, and those who know the truth, those who are righteous, sitting in wicked places, have an opportunity through the worldwide internet to disseminate information, to disseminate facts and truth at the fucking speed of light. And these motherfuckers never prepared for this day, which is why if you listen to all the conversations going on in the government, they're now trying to figure out how to censor the fuck out of the internet.
Yeah.
They need censorship.
Let me tell you something. The devil can never outsmart God. You see what happened even back in the Bible days, how, you know, all these prophecies that Jesus was going to be born, even back when Moses, these prophecies about Moses. Anytime there was a prophecy about a deliverer, the devil would devise a plan to kill all of the firstborn, or all of the children around that time. Kill, like, you know, and you know, some, you know, preachers say that that's what abortion is, but I won't get into that conversation. But there will always be a plan to destroy the plan before it even got off the ground. But you know, God always, you know, he could never stop it. The devil can never stop the plan of God. So
it's been prophesied from the beginning, a brother, that the righteous of the battle, the war has already been won by the righteous. It's the battles we're gonna lose, but the war is already ours for the taking. It's already ours. I want to welcome Misunderstood. Hi, Misunderstood.
Hi, Conscious.
How you doing, bro?
Good. How are you?
I am awesome, girl. What you think about all the going ons of the going on? It's a lot
going on. I think, first of all, I think he should expose the industry. I was also thinking that maybe Tyler hired that guy to say that was his content just so he could steal the content from Christian. So what if
okay, say that part again.
So what if Tyler, the guy that's suing them, so what if Tyler actually paid that guy to say that just so he could steal that show from Christian? So what if that guy is working for Tyler?
I was thinking that too, but the only reason I was like, okay, probably not likely, because if there's going to be a real bidding war and a real litigation around the Queen's men, Lefferts' claims would have to be legitimized. And he would have to have his fair share of proof that he really originated this. And so I'm not sure how they would accommodate that part of it if Leffert was a plan, because he would have to prove that. And I don't know what they would have to have in place to make it appear that way, but he would be brought under the burden of proving that this is his shit and that his shit was stolen and extracted from him by Christian Keys. So I think that Leffert is a real, I think he's a real entity, but because this is the thing, because this one, okay, so I'm gonna ask you this, because if Leffert is a plant, but the case was terminated, and it was terminated ultimately because, you know, I mean, obviously it didn't work out in Leffert's favor. So if it didn't work out in his favor and Christian knows he did not steal this, what would he be triggered by? What would he be so upset by? Why is he in all these interviews doubling down and reiterating that this is my shit, this is my shit, this is my shit, this is my shit? Because really, technically, he would be in the clear. He would be going, ha, your plant, bitch, didn't work. This is my shit. Case got terminated. He'd be sitting pretty right now, but something is deeply agitated and bothering and got this man shook to his core. So that's what's giving me that Leopard is a real.
I agree.
There may be some reality to these claims. And Keys knows that Tyler, as shicey as he is, like he was with Stella Medea, would be smart enough to weaponize the Leopard and to align with him, because the enemy of my enemy is certainly my goddamn friend. Is the attitude of people at war. So if he was a plant, what you think then is causing him to jump out the window? Because he wouldn't be agitated by that, because he won. He won that.
Well, maybe Christian feels like he's protected Tyler all of these years, and while that lawsuit was going on, maybe he feels like Tyler didn't protect him. And maybe he knows that Tyler was doing some things behind the scenes with Mr. Leopard. So now he's like, it's over. You didn't protect me, so why should I protect you?
And you tried me. Even though I won, bitch, you still tried me. You still tried my life.
Right.
And now that I know what type of time you on, you out here really trying. You really are trying to be a threat to my bag. You're trying to be a real threat to my legacy. I can get with that too. I think because I did entertain it. I was like, okay, what if this is a plant? Because Tyler Perry as an Oprah,
this is the year. I think
dumb mammies and pappies play dirty. They play dirty.
Yes, I hope he comes out, and I think he'll tell it. I think he'll reveal it. I think he'll have.
You do think he's gonna drop names?
Yeah, I think he'll have to. Like, why bring it up if you're not going to protect the people that are up and coming behind you?
How do you feel about his excuses? Because he's all around social media, fighting in comment sections, basically saying that he's scared and he ain't strong enough yet. What do you think about that?
I think he's scared. I do believe he's scared. I also think that he's under the advice of attorneys or an attorney as well. So that's probably why he hasn't just went full blown with it. I think he's consulting an attorney as well, who's kind of giving him some advice to kind of how to put it out, or, I think they're telling him to kind of think about it, weighing the options pretty much. But yeah.
If he doesn't put it out, do you think
he better put it out?
Misunderstood said, man, he better. Ain't no damn if. You baby, he better
put it out. I swear he better put it out, because if he don't, I'm gonna get on here and act a whole fool.
It's gonna be so bad for him.
Yes, he has to at this point. Like I believe his story. I also knew that there was like something else behind it, the reason he waited so long and why he's coming out now. I really don't care about that, but I do care if he doesn't put it out. I'm going to have a problem with it, because why even bring it up at this point? You got the whole internet rooting for you and backing you. So you have the support that you need. So if he doesn't put it out, I'm telling you, I'm going to be highly upset.
Look, and I wonder what's going to happen to the future of him, because now if he doesn't put it out, it's going to be easily understood that he could be a liar, he could be an extortionist, and then other people will be afraid. Because I would be afraid. Like, if Christian did all this and then he didn't pull the trigger, and I was in a position to work with him or to sponsor his projects or whatever, I couldn't fuck with him, because I don't know. Like, I don't know what type of time you on, my nigga. Like, I don't know whether you just make up lies out of nowhere. You just I don't know what this is. You too much of a liability now. And then you're talking about you wearing recordings in your damn Cuban zirconians, and you wearing damn recordings in your watches, girl. Like, I can't even trust you to be in a like shit. Fuck signing an NDA. You may have something on your persons that looks like a inanimate everyday object that's actually, in fact, recording the room. Like, you made yourself a total liability. There's only going to be redemption for Christian if he pulls that trigger. He got to pull it. Like you said, he got to, because he done fuck himself if he don't.
Yeah, he does. So I think he will. And I think I even seen somewhere where like The Rock was supporting him. Like he made a statement like, I support you, brother. So at this point, he just got to let it go. Wow.
Let it go.
Yeah, he just has to let it go. And I think once he lets it go, he'll feel better too.
Do you think for the people who feel like Christian isn't so innocent, do you think he compromised himself at any point in time with these billionaires? Or do you think he stayed strong throughout it?
I think he was compromised.
What makes you feel that way?
He didn't really say whether or not he took the car.
Right, that part.
Yeah, he didn't say whether or not he took the car. He just said that the company's name was on the bill of sales. Yeah. And then he kind of continued to go around this person. Like, I understand forgiving a person, but to continue to put yourself around them. And he kind of, I don't know, I just feel like he was compromised. I think he continued. And I kind of believe kind of what Funky Dineva say. Sometimes people put themselves, you know, out there, not to say that, hey, you can touch me and it's okay, but to say, I look good, give me what I want, you know. So I kind of think he might have walked through that with his shirt off a few times, you know, made a little budge or something, put a little budge down there, you know. Hey, made somebody want to grab it, you know what I'm saying? I think he was probably standing there in the hallway or something. He had that little budge and somebody came by like, what is that?
Bye, because you know I entertained this understood. I entertained rather his hesitation may be the fact that maybe there were a few compromises and he's considering how to speak to that because he knows if he got receipts, it's possible that the other party may have their fair share of receipts, and obviously they would use those receipts to defend themselves.
You're right. Yeah, I think he was compromised.
You know, it's like, why you ain't going down there, bro? Like, you had all that bravado on the live, and you really like got people salivating at the mouth about justice, and you headed down right now after this live to go to the police. You ready? You in it? You doing this for the kids and the young black men, and you doing this for all the current concubines and everything else. So we what? This happened on Saturday. We are now what? 5 days out, 6 days out, and you still online warring with social media instead of warring with your own self and separating yourself from all this and really getting centered so that you can really go be the hero you want to be in a situation. Why are you out here looking at Twitter and X and Instagram and all this shit, and you can see that this is way bigger than gossip? This is way bigger, especially for him. He's saying this bigger for him than this real life. If you let him tell it, this is, you know. So it's like, bro, why you? What's the point of you turning off your comment section only to be in everybody else's comment section carrying on like a fool?
Yeah,
it's given. And this is why I'm not mad. As much as I empathize with Christian, I also am not mad at the viewers who are frustrated with him, because it's too much pussy popping. It's too much pussy popping, and apparently it ain't a lot of truth being told, because he leaving out this lawsuit. He leaving out Mr. Larry Lamont Ledford's claims. He's leaving out a lot of shit. And this is why they always say, it's your side, it's my side, and then it's the actual fucking truth. So there's a lot of reasons why Mr. Keys may not be pulling the trigger, but I think we all agree that if he don't, it's going to be hell to pay. Matter of fact, he got everything to gain from actually pulling the trigger, because the community ready. We living already in the era where we're ready to hold power accountable. That's why we canceling everybody ass left and right, from Erica Mena to the baby to everybody's getting fucking snatched. You know, we in the wig snatching culture. So it's like, you got the backing of the people. And because we very sensitive to black issues right now too, you definitely gonna have the backing of the black community, because we know that Tyler and these folk got access to black people. Like, these dudes can be our sons and can be our husbands and fiancés. And so this gonna feel real personal, especially with us already having a history of these things happening generationally as black people. So I'm just like, what's up, Christian? What's up, boo? Like it's time, sir. It's time to make some uploads.
I agree.
It's time to hear some things. What's up?
I agree.
All right, boo. I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for being up here.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. That was Misunderstood. D-Rock, anything you wanna? I mean, what's up? You still there, D-Rock? D-Rock on mute, child. He done. Girl, he probably somewhere.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. My bad. I had my phone in my pocket. Hey, I did want to. I just wanted to make an apology, open apology, because I think I said a word earlier that may have been that may have been insensitive to the people in the chat. And I won't even repeat the word, but if I sounded preachy, I didn't mean to come off that way. It's just you know me, Conscious. I was raised in church. I'm a church boy. So I might not even some stuff I say I might not agree with or believe. I just using it hypothetically. But anyway, aside from that, as far as Christian Keys, I think he, like a lot of people have said, I think he shot himself in the foot the way he went about this. He wasn't wrong for coming out. Yeah. He wasn't wrong for speaking out. It's just the way he's going about it.
If you had a plan, baby, you're wrongfully executed to make that plan effective. If there wasn't no plan, then I guess you ain't fuck yourself. But if there was supposed to be a plan, you screwed yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Because now everybody, he basically he's out of the industry now. If he'd have anything he does, like he'd have to do it independently, because he basically pretty much just blackballed himself. Because, like you said, now everybody's going to be looking at you suspiciously. Okay, what is that? He can't even carry a pen around now, probably, because they're gonna think that's a camera, or watch or anything. But again, he wasn't wrong for speaking out. But as you said earlier, I think that was well said when you said there may be a bigger purpose in this, and it may be bigger than him. He may just be called to do it. And it's like I've heard someone say, God has a purpose for your very height, your very color, your race, everything. God has a purpose for it. So, there might be a purpose in him even looking the way he looks, so. But anyway.
Yeah, I think it's prophetic, man. I think that this man's ordination is unfolding before him, and I think he feels the earthquaking of it. And I hope he does it, man. I hope he, the universe almost had him when he wanted to be a social worker and he wanted to save these kids. Now he's being given a second opportunity to act on his calling and to hold the powers that be accountable and to save people. He came to do this. That much is very clear to me. And he doesn't have to be perfect in order for that to be his calling. Because as I said, nobody with a calling is perfect. And nobody who does right is perfect. Everybody doing right is also wrongdoers. So, as somebody said in the chat, whether he has done something strange for a piece of change, maybe he even stole the project, maybe he even stole the concept. Nonetheless, the assignment's still the assignment, right, wrong, or indifferent. And yes, he got to pay for his sins too, but he also a part of holding other motherfuckers accountable for theirs as well. Two things always are true at the same time.
Yeah, nobody was perfect but Jesus. That's the only perfect person who ever lived. And even Martin Luther King, we deify him now. We recognize how great he is now, but a lot of people, he wasn't even welcomed in a lot of black churches back then when he was alive. He was an enemy to a lot of people. A lot of people didn't like him, and they didn't recognize just how great he was until years after he left. So, but anyway, that's all I'm going to say. And thank you for having me on.
I'll call you later. Bye, ho.
Bye-bye.
That was D-Rock, you guys. Last call for alcohol, girl. Somebody else tried to hit the link, I think named Sheldon. If you want to come up, this is the last call for alcohol, girl. Obviously, we will be back to get into more things, as the drama unfolds. Girl, it seems like it's something every day, honey. It seems like something every other day. And we're going to continue to go down the rabbit hole, girl. Shout out to Claudia Jordan, once again, who cleared up that she has never had a sexual relationship to Christian Keys. She's never wasted sneaky link. She's worked with him. She's hired him. He's a friend, etc. And, you know, she can corroborate his story. So I believe Christian Keys. I believe he was made advances toward. I'm not sure if I believe he has evidence, because, you know, he making that look like it ain't what he say it is. That box was looking way too brand new, baby, to be a 2005 situation, girl. You know, and with all this shit with the lawsuit and the claims by Larry Lamont Leffert, there may be more than maybe even the people around him may even know. You know, I'm sure I just put some people up on game around him. You know, I don't think that Claudia is lying. I don't think she have a reason to lie. You know, like, obviously Christian is alive. So if she were lying, she would risk him calling her out on lying. So I don't think she lying at all. I think that there's probably a lot of people who probably can attest that these are things that he shared. Now she didn't say she heard recordings. She just said that this was told to her very early on. Matter of fact, she said in 2008. That was when Christian stopped working with Perry. Remember in her comment underneath his live on IG, she literally said the date. She said, I believe you told me about this around 2008. That was the time that he had ended his situation, girl. I don't think Claudia is lying. She ain't got no reason to lie. I believe this man was extorted, and he ain't the only person who can claim that. Hey, Sonny, what's going on, Bo?
Hey, love. Look, I just wanted to make a quick statement on that whole conspiracy theory about TP being behind this, behind the Leffert situation. Mm-hmm. I just want to put a little spin on what you were saying. In my mind, I felt like he is behind it too, but for a different reason. When it comes to projects like this, and he's leasing somebody's, intellectual property, typically your team will look into it. So I feel like at some point, his team researched this project, especially when things started taking off. They really knew it was going to be a big deal. I think they found Ledford themselves. And then from a back door type way, somebody unaffiliated approached him about this and encouraged him from there to pursue the suit. Now, everything else you said after that, I agree with it. I even think that they might be working behind the scenes right now on trying to get the property back to him so they can lease it through him and not Christian. I
think they're going to fully buy it back. Because I'm sure that at this point, like, Leffert probably, the project and the concept already done gotten so far away and into its own, it took on a life of itself. He probably ain't even really interested in taking it back to restructure it. He probably would be interested in auctioning it off, for sure.
Hey, I agree. I can definitely see him doing that too.
Ownership, because that's probably a big chunk of what is attention right now. Tyler, yeah, like, he ain't trying to have no middleman. He ain't even used to a middleman. He used to be
exactly
in this situation. He wanted to be a towel in the situation.
He better even used to having writers, let alone a middleman. So let's be real, okay? But you just have something you said made me think of something else. About the whole how it works in the background. Yeah. But for me, I feel like what Christian was saying in his video was kind of a hint towards that possibly being the issue. As far as, like you say, he was overemphasizing the fact that this is his project, but he specifically pointed out that season 4 is coming, but season 4 is the last season that he actually has a contractual lease with Tyler Perry Studios. So I feel like just from Tyler Perry's history and what we know about him, I would think that it makes sense for him to have been looking for a back door, a way to continue this project without having to continue working with Christian in the meantime. Which to me, if you're looking for a back door, the first thing you would think of is this really his work? And when I say his work, I mean Christians.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the first thing they would look into.
But who really asks people that after you have already because Tyler know how shiesty he is in his own nature. I would think, why would he come this far without that being the first question? Like with him knowing Christian got this thing, he's pitching around, he's shopping around, and he done went into life. I'm surprised he would now all of a sudden, because he would want all that up front.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of underestimating Christian, to be honest. From Tyler's standpoint, I feel like he's only ever known him as an actor. And if what Christian is saying about these allegations is true, and it really is about Tyler, I could see him over not even questioning the truth and validity of what's going on there for a couple of reasons. He probably didn't think he was smart enough to even play that game. The mere fact that he ended a relationship with him when he knew that was his bread and butter, working with Tyler Perry, and he went ghost on him. I feel like he just didn't have a reason to question it, if I'm really being honest. I think that's the only reason why it went along as far as it has to this point. I think he just never even dug that deep into it because he never put that type of energy behind Christian. He doesn't see him as smart as him, as powerful as him, as conniving as he is, meticulous. Mm-hmm. I don't think he gives him that kind of credit. Even Christian implied that about a totally different situation. But he was saying that on set, the energy towards him was pretty much just stand there and look good. So I think they just underestimated him. He's pretty but simple.
You're right, because Tyler, if everything that's being said is true, he's used to getting what he's want. He's used to people kissing the ring. He's used to people taking the deal. He's used to getting what he wants.
There you go.
And yeah, I think it's definitely plausible that he underestimated this guy, and he really thought that Christian was just another one who had a price, could be brought, etc. And this man has held out, and Tyler Perry now gets it that okay, this nigga really he for real, he can't be brought. He really not about to really, give up that ass. He really ain't about to bow down. So, I need to just now, you disposable. I ain't really got no real need for you, except for maybe now this Queen's Men situation it's your most valuable asset aside from your ass itself. So, I'm going to go for the gusto because I already done poured my money into this. My name already attached to it, etc. The money is already moneying. The cycling is already cycling. So, I'm going to just get this up off you, bro. And then you can go on into the obscurities. That's
exactly.
Some dirty, Illuminati, boule. That's some boule ass shit, son.
Ain't it in a real way? Ooh, I totally see it playing out like that. Wild. And I can see his ego being stroked too, because like I said, if all these allegations are true, he knows exactly why Christian went no contact with him. So for him, and it's not a secret, when you are pitching projects, everybody knows you're pitching. Okay, this is not a quiet thing. So he heard through the grapevine that he had been trying to get this thing pitched. He keeps leasing it, and people don't do anything with it, and he gets it back. So I'm sure seeing him do this for 6 years without any success, and then he finally reaches out to him, I'm sure that was his moment of Well,
he says that he's the one who pitched it to Tyler.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think that Tyler
also, Sonny, that's why I believe it's Tyler that all this is about, because that's why I played those interviews, because he literally said he pitched this thing to 40 motherfuckers and nobody. He was having no luck. And I wonder too, if that might have been a part of the blackballing, triangulating of Tyler Perry. That the reason why, we put it together. The reason why Christian was left to do business with nobody but Tyler is because that was the blackballing of Tyler that triangulated.
There you go. See?
The whole shit. Bring it right back on, baby. It's like he was showing Christian, girl, you ain't gonna get nowhere without me. You ain't getting through no door. You Caroline, you're not gonna get to the light unless you ain't gonna get to the Father but through the bussy of the Son. So you make it do what it do. It's just ironic that that man he couldn't get nobody. He couldn't get nobody to pour their money. He couldn't get nobody to take on that licensing. He couldn't get nobody to sign off on that thing. But Tyler motherfucking Medea still in there as allegedly Perry. God.
Come on, talk about it. And the reason why I really do think that is what is happening here is because he did specifically mention 2 different times where he was able to lease the project. But so think about that. He leased the project, but then they never did anything with it. They wound up giving it back to him. You don't get that deep into it. Once they lease it, it's not like they're going around pitching this. Somebody is buying this because they have every intention of using it. So I feel like it was that type of situation, and he held out as long as he could, and he realized he had to go to his last resort. And I think this was a full ego scratching for Tyler, for him to finally break down and come on back. And I believe that's why the show started off the way it did, where they were peers. He tried to treat him like a peer. You know, he has not just executive producer stats, he's also leasing the project, but he is a big character in the show. And then suddenly it's less and less of him in the show as time goes by. I think that he was playing the cat and mouse with him. Like, hey, I'm gonna make sure this project don't happen until it gets to me. And then once it gets to me, I'm gonna make it be everything of your dreams. And then I'm gonna see if you're ready to play ball. I think in these 3+ years now, you know, going into season 4, I think that he never did back off of I'm not interested and I'm not doing anything more than business with you. And that's when Tyler decided we're going to have to find a back door, no pun intended, on him. We got to find a way out of this. He's already writing him out of the show slowly but surely. And now a lawsuit comes at the same time that he's doing the smallest role he's had in the show since its conception. You know, like, I feel like the timing of all of it is just too synchronistic to not be strategic on Tyler's part.
Absolutely. I think he given strategy.
Yes, God.
I've been at this for a long time, and he know it now. He know the terrain. He know this. It's Christian who still is an amateur to really, and he don't have the authority yet. He don't have the authority. He don't have the name. He don't have the resources yet. Tyler Perry is, once again, he's being mentored by the best. Lee, Oprah, master manipulators and narcissists. He's in the school of hard knocks. So Tyler got two brains are better than one, 3 brains better than one. So Christian is, and this is why I'm just like, he really did have a Cassie foundation, but the way he done already executed his first assault, it's really fucked up. What could have been an idealistic execution of what he's trying to do. But I guess there's still opportunity for him to recalibrate, and that's by drop the bombs over Bad Dad, baby. In the words of Outkast, drop the bombs. Drop them. That's it. And the coach is going to do the rest. The coach is going to do the rest for him. But yeah. Well, thank you for that, son. I got to get out of here, boo, but that was amazing. Thank you.
No problem, love. I had to say it. Have a good night, baby. You look so good, by the way. You look amazing as always.
You look beautiful as well.
Thank you, baby daddy. Bye.
Bye. That was all sunny, you guys. This is what we do, honey. Okay? But I tell you, we sink our vampire fangs into that thing, baby, and we're gonna continue to get all up in this shit, baby. Do not hold the fuck back on any tea. email consciouztv@gmail. That's a Z. Follow me on Instagram, DM me, send all things related to the things we're talking about. Send me everything on the cassette, on the Umbrella Man from P. Diddy girl. So send me everything, girl. Send it all to me, honey, okay? Street committee, I need y'all to be on it, baby, okay? Y'all gather and I arrange and execute. Okay? Tell me what y'all think. Let me go ahead and shout out my baby mother Amanda and Miss McGee. Thank y'all so much. God bless y'all. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to y'all, girl. Retrograde is retro and honey, it's hardcore out here. Tell me what y'all think, honey. And if you enjoyed yourself and you got your whole fucking life, once again, show the king some love over on Miss Cash App and PayPal, girl. And shout out to Claudia Jordan. And I'm rooting for Christian Keys. I don't give a damn whether he sold his ass a little bit sometimes, not at all. I don't give a damn, but sometimes he was eating on dick rather than Balakna. I don't care. Okay? Hell, even him stealing the Queen's man, okay, that ain't right. It'll be dealt with. He can get dragged, roasted, and held accountable for it. But I stand with this man too. When it comes, if he's holding other powers that be accountable, baby, Tyler Perry them made Christian Keys look like a goddamn misdemeanor. Okay, so once again, yeah, I ain't got a problem with him being wrong. Okay, he wrong and still go forth, girl. Go forth, Keys. Wrong and all, baby. Go forth, honey. Okay? Help Cassie, baby. The universe trying to unfold this shit out one by one, baby. Launch the missiles. Launch the missiles, baby. Knock the balcony down. Shoot it down, goddammit. Right, wrong, and indifferent, baby. Destroy the motherfucking top of the pyramid. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.